Good evening here from the Raleigh Iceplex. North Carolina State Wolf Ice Pack are taking on the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward here. We apologize if you saw what was going on beforehand. This microphone wasn't on. We tried to get that fixed, but we're all good, ready to go now. So before the game goes on today, we want to talk a little bit about everything that's been going on with the team. So as of late, NC State has been doing a fairly good job, but recently they had a road loss against UVA, 5-3, in which Joey Hall got the start and Luis Jimenez got a goal in that game. But also, they had a really good win as well against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons just a few weeks ago, which they won 6-1. Cam Mazikowski had a hat trick in that game. And in those games as well, very solidly played, especially in the UVA game. They did an extremely well job of making sure they get the pucks to where they need to be and doing a great job of that as well. But they had a few bad bounces. So, talking in general about the ice, how do bad bounces affect hockey in general?
Well, bad bounces in hockey especially, they change everything that happens, basically. It can change the entire momentum of a game, just one bad bounce. If the bad bounce leads to something for the opposing team, it can change the entire complexity of the game.
Especially that. So, but talking a little bit more about, scoring and things like that, especially bad bounces, two players that have really been able to hone in their skills are Sam Benishevitz and Luis Jimenez, two of the most marketable players for NC State hockey. Now, what can you tell me a little about Sam Benishevitz and Luis Jimenez, and how will tonight's game against a 7-3-1 UNC Charlotte team who's on a 3-game win streak right now, how important, that's a word, how important is their play tonight?
Their play means everything tonight. The two of them combine for the two of the most points on the team. So you have to get them going. You have to get them scoring early. You have to get them scoring throughout the game to sustain success, basically. They represent this team's success right now, and you've got to keep them going. Absolutely.
And in recent games as well, a lot of players have been stepping up to the plate. As much as Sam Benishevitz and Luis Jimenez, you have guys like Andrew Kristoff in the last game against UVA who did have an assist in that game. He was our player to watch for the last game, and he did an outstanding job. If you don't know him very well, he is one of the best fourth-line grinders you will find in college hockey. He's not going to score all the time. He's not going to get many points, but he's going to be that guy you can always rely on for a good, strong, solid effort. But NC State, what they have to do tonight is they need to capitalize. Against UVA, they didn't really capitalize that much, and that's one thing they need to fix tonight with this Ice Pack taking on the UNC 49ers, who again are 7-3-1. Recently, they beat Duke 12-0, and with that scoring ability, NC State really needs to step up their defensive effort. So tonight, Logan, what are your 3 keys to the game?
So my 3 keys to the game are sustaining the success of Sam and Luis. You've got to keep them going throughout the game. You've got to get them started early so that you have an early lead and can keep the game in your favor. Second of all, you got to bounce back from the tough loss to UVA. It was a hard-fought game. You got to keep in this right mindset that you're going to come out there and you're going to win. You got to play hard, and you've got to just play quickly and do your best, basically, after a tough loss like that. And third of all, you've got to this is a chance to really get the season going again. You're in a tough situation right now at 4-4, something like that. You've got to be able to break that balance, basically, and so you can finally break away and end on a high note of the season, basically.
Josh Cannon gets the start tonight, one of the backup goaltenders for NC State hockey. Joey Hall's not able to make it tonight, so Ian Hutchison will be the backup in tonight. But we talked a little bit about this before, about goaltending depth. You have your number 1 in Joey Hall, who's going to be outstanding, but how important is it to have a good, strong number 2 backup, and as well as a third string?
It's extremely important because you got to have those backups for situations like this in which Joey Hall isn't able to play. You've got to have the backups there for situations like this so that they can step in and play just as well, if not even better.
Do you have a player to watch for tonight, Logan?
My player to watch would probably be the backup goalie,
Josh Cannon.
Because you have to keep an eye on him. But stepping up, you got to have him step up if you want to win this game because he's going to need to step in and save the shots.
Absolutely. Josh Cannon will be our player to watch tonight. We'll see what he does tonight as he gets to start here as the North Carolina State Ice Pack take on the UNC Charlotte 49ers, Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward. We'll be back shortly with Puck Drop, National Anthem, and starting lineups right here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. All right, we welcome you here today as the North Carolina State Ice Pack take on the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Zach Salwaya alongside Logan Ward here as the players are introduced for the first time tonight. As you can see right now, the starting lineups for UNC Charlotte are coming into play. The 7-3-1 UNC Charlotte 49ers. Logan, you can't get much better record than that.
No, it's a good start. It's a good start. It's a great record. You're in a good place right there.
In net tonight with the glorious mane right there is number 30 for UNC Charlotte, David Ritter. He's been doing fairly well this season, has had several wins. If I am not mistaken, he has actually had 5 wins this season. And Daniel Ritter, rather.
Yes.
And here the North Carolina State Wolfpack will take their entrance. Sam Benishevitz will be on the starting wing tonight for the NC State Ice Pack. Now we have Eric Todd, who will be the number 1 center tonight, taking over Will Bieberdorf's spot, and has been doing a fairly good job at it as well, been that anchor between who's coming up right now, actually, Luis Jimenez, one of the leading scorers and point getters for this NC State Ice Pack. One of my favorite players right now coming on is Cam Mazikowski, towering 6'4" mobile defenseman. And then finally, you have your physical stay-at-home shutdown in John Koeklenberg. And in net, you have Josh Cannon, a goaltender that we're looking at tonight for an incredible game. Logan, what can you say about the starting lineup tonight?
It's a good starting lineup. You've got Jimenez, you've got Sam out there. You've got to make sure that they get going, and you got to watch Cannon, especially, as we said, he's the player to watch.
And now we will have the national anthem as the lights will go down, and we will stand and we will sing the national anthem. It is a great night for hockey here in Raleigh as the NC State Ice Pack take on the UNC Charlotte 49ers as they circle the nets right now, gathering their gear, getting ready to take the ice for what happens to be NC State's most important game of the year, not points-wise, but morale-wise. Coming up that loss, this needs to be a game where they rebound strong, and tonight they could possibly do it. But UNC Charlotte's going to put up a tough fight, Logan.
Absolutely. With that record, you can tell that they've fought hard for where they're at right now this season. And this would especially be a great bounce back off that loss to Virginia for this team. You've got to get that win against Charlotte, and that can even potentially, like you said, with the morale, turn everything around.
Team was in high spirits. We just talked to Coach Gazilla before the game, and I was on the bus ride back, and the guys were just all in really good spirits, and they all were enjoying themselves and having a good time, no matter the loss. So that's good to have players with good charisma like that as well. The guys seem to be in good spirits as we prepare for a puck drop. The ref will be dropping it tonight. Eric Todd versus UNC Charlotte, and the game begins. Welcome to the Raleigh Iceplex here. Zach Sawaya alongside Logan Ward here as the NC State Ice Pack take on the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Here we go, and as the puck goes out of play, it touches the glove of what looks to be Eric Webb. Sam Benishevitz calls the puck out, and the play is stopped. Tonight, as you can see, what's going to help us out a lot, in fact, the players now have the rest of the names on their jerseys on their backs. Before, the jersey did not have them. The jersey must have finally come in, as Coach Guzillo was talking about before. And that's what happens with club teams sometimes. It gets a little bit out of whack, but we're happy that it's here tonight. As the first shot is taken by UNC Charlotte, nothing going on right there. Cam Mazikowski pressuring in the corner and gets the puck away, winning that corner battle right there. Luis Jimenez now. Luis Jimenez sends the puck up in this packed Raleigh Iceplex tonight. Unbelievable crowd attendance right now for a Friday night game. As you can tell, tonight is the NC State's first basketball game of the season, but there is a strong showing here tonight. In front of the net, Sam Benishevitz can't find anything, but there's Tyler Alfonzetti. Alfonzetti finds Jimenez. Jimenez in front of the net. He takes a shot and a save by Ritter. Frustration right now there by Sam Benishevitz, really working hard.
It's a great chance right there. They got the puck in exactly where they wanted it to be. You just got some that get saved by the goalie. It was a great play by him.
In front of the net, too, and that's an area that NC State has been having a little bit of trouble with as well, has been able to get to the front of the net and get the good shots, but they did it right there. As Tyler Alfonzetti now will take the draw alongside Trevor Merchant and what looks to be Ryan Kinney. Ryan Kinney, as I called him in my first game, the Silk Man, he is one of the most silky players you have in this team. Very skilled, highly offensively threatening, as Ryan Kinney now will take the puck. Great speed into the corner now, carries it in just into the corners. Pressured well there by UNC Charlotte as the puck is thrown back out, and Trevor Merchant gets the interception. Thrown back in, got blocked down by a man, carried now at the blue line. Sticks and needles right now for this team. UNC Charlotte will fly it back up into the zone with the shot, and covered by Josh Cannon to start off this game. 18:33 left to go in the UNC Charlotte game, one of the most important of the year.
Very much so, and you like to see Josh Cannon. That was an easy save right there because they lost control in front of the net, but you like to see that he can make that. You know, just got to build up confidence right there.
Looks to be a lot of teenagers in audience tonight. That's a good thing because it means it's mostly students. And students for NC State hockey is something that we're really trying to get out here tonight. Because if we don't have good attendance from our students, this really could be a sport that no one knows about. We're trying to change that a lot here. As Andrew Kristoff, one of our players to watch, throws it in here tonight. Carried along right now by UNC Charlotte, thrown in. At the blue line right now. With the shot, Josh Cannon makes the save. Taking that shot right there was number 28, Andrew Chard, who has 2 goals on the season right now, according to the ACHA website. Just a little bit of a fun fact, the ACHA website is not up to date as we would like it to be. Stats are sometimes a little bit out of whack, but as far as we know, Andrew Chard has 2 goals this season. Dumped in right now by James Dinkler. Ellis Rushford will chip it back into Hayden Dewey with a chip shot. Andrew Kristoff springs an open man. Couldn't find Ryan Lensmeyer, who was in on the breakaway, but he still gets the shot, and a big save there by David Ritter. Daniel Ritter. My apologies. If I can decide on a name tonight, I will verify it. Carrying it right now is Ryan Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer to Dewey with the shot. A big body save right there by Ritter with the rebound carried out just wide. Batted out with a high stick there by James Dinkler. Some players seem to be frustrated about that one. As Ellis Rushford now who win the puck race back into the corner. Right now playing it is one of the number 8s on the ice tonight. It looks to be Mike Aquila, who is president for this team. Carried in right now. There looks to be, I believe that's Alex Vedetta. Couldn't see the jersey number right there. That is actually Ian O'Rourke. It is actually Alex Vedetta. In recent games, they've actually changed jersey numbers from time to time, so that's why I'm a little bit confused. Carrying it up right now is UNC Charlotte, working at it very well. Vedetta now will clear to Rushford. Play settled down.
Yep, you got some good defense right now. You got to keep the patience with the puck right now, especially what NC State's doing right here.
Patience with the puck is definitely a key factor as the Ice Pack take on the 7-3-1 UNC Charlotte 49ers. Zach Salwaye alongside Logan Ward here for PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack here. Big event coming up, of course, on November 20th is the Backyard Brawl, one of the biggest games of NC State hockey, one of the games that we're trying to get as many fans out to as possible. We'll be getting buses. We'll be making sure that people are able to get there who are able to come. It'll be a great event. Come out and support your Ice Pack as they take on the Tar Heels of North Carolina. With the shot off the post! Held by Josh Cannon. That was a sequence of events that scared a lot of guys right now. UNC Charlotte players look frustrated, and that was a scoring opportunity they should have scored right there.
Absolutely, and you hate it when it goes off the side of the net right there. I mean, like you heard the metallic clank even, but sometimes you just can't get it to go in.
Number 72, Chase Wiridin. For the UNC Charlotte 49ers, if you see him tonight, according to ACHA, he is the leading scorer with 11 goals, 5 assists, 16 points. Carried in right now there. Luis Jimenez from Eric Todd. Jimenez now will chop it back to Todd. Now carried back out there by what looks to be Avery Schaefer. Schaefer now will clear it back up. Working it right now. Nice little check there by Eric Todd. You could hear some of the fans love that hit right there. Thrown back up now. UNC Charlotte will carry it in. That is Schaefer again. Schaefer working at it with the shot by number 10, Michael Ree, and the puck goes out of play. 16:07 left to go.
It's been a great game so far, honestly. There's already a lot of physicality between the two teams that you can notice. A lot of checking and a lot of hitting the boards especially.
I would say it's a little bit evenly matched, to be quite honest with you.
Very much so.
It's been very just back and forth so far, but UNC has had a little bit of the edge. Carried on behind the net right now. Thrown to the front, nobody there. Luis Jimenez now will take advantage of that, carry it back in. Luis Jimenez brings a man. Jimenez with the shot goes out of play. Okay, one thing you can't deny is Luis Jimenez's speed. Flying up the ice, found himself on the breakaway in a one-man act. Beautiful job right there. Had Sam Benishevitz on the other side. Couldn't get the puck to him, but overall, great speed.
Very much so. You hate for the shot to go too high right there, but, you know, he got the opportunity, which is really what matters right there.
Draw win by UNC Charlotte by the captain, Philip Arnold, who leads the team in points with 21. Of course, I may be looking at the stat sheet wrong. It is ACHA website after all. The thing about the ACHA website, though, it's actually managed by regular people. There's no one working for that website, so it's really dependent on who's at the games available to record the statistics. It's a very hard job, meticulously watching the shots, meticulously watching the goals and assists. It's a very difficult job, but they've been doing a solid job at it, even though it could be a little bit more up to date. As UNC Charlotte won the draw right there, carried back in. That is number 9 for UNC Charlotte. That is not on our stat sheet. That is a very interesting fact right there. But with the shot, Josh Cannon made the good save. Carried back in there by Tal Alfonzetti. Alfonzetti now will rush it back in. Alfonzetti with the chip shot, and it goes out of play into the corner.
Yep. Again, with the speed right there, this NC State team is very fast. They get a lot of breakaway opportunities. Just got to get those shots start going in.
Fresh bodies now come on the ice for the teams as we get prepared for this faceoff with 15:19 left to go in this early period. Now, Logan, it's well known in hockey that if you score the first goal within the first 10 minutes, you're likely to win the game. How true is that here tonight?
Absolutely. I think that's very true because, you know, it gets you that momentum and you can start and settle in and play a little bit more defensively instead of trying desperately to get goals like your opposing team is then forced to do.
Charlotte did a little bit of a dump and chase right there. Cleared again behind the net. They're really trying to settle this play down. Thrown behind the net by team president Chris Wing. Handled well by Davis Hudson. And UNC Charlotte will settle it down once again, playing a lot of dump and chase right now. Carried back in, doing a good job of finesse. Body check right there by Chris Wing. Went a little bit out there. Finished the check, did well. Puck goes out of the zone into the neutral zone, and play is now settled down well. Now, Ryan Lensmeyer has it. Lensmeyer will clear it up. Dewey has a shot. Almost got through the legs of number 16 for UNC Charlotte. That is a number, once again, that we do not have on this stat sheet. We really need to find a new provider for our stats, don't we?
Very much so.
With 14:19 left to go, we can't find ourselves doing any accurate information. Zach Sawaye alongside Logan Ward here. Loving tonight's action so far, although all the technical difficulties we have been having. Great crowd here tonight. Very exciting to see that people care about NC State Club hockey as Ellis Rusher now will rush up the ice in the name itself. Rusher, beautiful move. Looking for his first goal of the season. Can't find it right there as Eric Webb now will try to handle number 8 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers in Mike Aquila. Working it back now is Riley Scoville, number 6. I went to high school with Riley, so this is definitely a nostalgic moment to see him here tonight. Riley will clear it behind the net. Thrown back up at the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Working at it right now. Ellis Rushford and Alex Odetta are back, trying to finesse around them. He can, but Ellis Rushford, good job of pressuring right there. Slowly working at it. Rushford goes down in the corner right now. UNC Charlotte handles it well. Now carried back up there by Eric Webb. Eric Webb across the ice to Schwartz. Schwartz now will work at it slowly. Chips it in. Fresh bodies get on the ice. And a hit on the goalie, and that will be the first penalty of the night. NC State will go down a man and a little bit of fisticuffs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is boxing, not hockey. What are we doing here? These are your wrong announcers here tonight, guys. I was not prepared to announce this.
No, neither was I, honestly. Stepping in here, you don't expect to see this, but you see it a lot in hockey.
Tempers fly high here at NC State Hockey. Zach Sawaye alongside Logan Ward here for PackTV as we bring you into the ice pack. A couple of frustrated players right now on the ice. A little bit of tempers high. Alice Rusher couldn't do anything about that as he ran into the goaltender. It looks like he was just trying to finish the play, and he came behind the net, ran into the goalie. Not much you can do about that, but nonetheless, it'll be the first call of the night against the NC State Ice Pack on the penalty kill.
No, and you'll see there's already been a lot of physicality, a lot of body checks into the boards, but that's really just the tempers flaring over right there, boiling over, I guess you would say.
Now captains are trying to talk with the refs to try to figure out what is going on. They're not sure who to give penalties to because there was the initial penalty by Rushford of running into the goaltender, but there should be penalties for some unsportsmanlike conduct following that play.
Absolutely.
So we will see what happens momentarily, but Logan, so far in the first 6 minutes and what looks to be 37 seconds, what have you seen from this team that has been so outstanding to you right now?
Really, again, on NC State side, it's the speed. They've been getting out there, getting fast. They've been getting shots on goal, even if they haven't been falling for them. And then you've got, on Charlotte's side, you've got a lot of they've been keeping possession and trying to get the best shot available to them.
Captain's still talking right now. Not a lot going on the ice right now. A little bit of a dull moment here as NC State Hockey takes on UNC Charlotte 49ers. Still trying to figure out what's going on. It looks like we have number 5 for UNC Charlotte. We'll be taking a seat, most likely for unsportsmanlike conduct. That will be James Dinkler, who has 4 assists on the season. It looks to be his 4th penalty of the season. I had to do the math right there because ACHA won't do it for us. Slowly working at it right now are the refs. Players are talking with the coaches to try to explain what is going on. Little bit of a rough situation.
Very much so.
But all in all, as we are waiting for this, we can't help but talk about the NC State basketball game. They're doing a great job tonight, but NC State basketball, very excited to have that back on. Kevin Keats, the new head coach, definitely a very exciting season for NC State hockey and basketball. Wrong sport right there.
No, you got to mix the two together there.
Absolutely, but sports in general is very important for this school as they bring in advertisement and money, especially to this university, and fame, fortune, all the riches, you know, just all the good stuff.
Very much so. No, it's a very big source of income, basically.
Absolutely, but NC State hockey in general is one thing that really needs to be on the rise here. While there are 2 players in the box, well, actually 3 players, 2 for NC State, 1 for UNC Charlotte, NC State will go down on the penalty kill, primarily for the first penalty and what looked to be Ellis Rushford, even though it looks like Hayden Dewey and Schwartz are in the box right now for the NC State Ice Pack. Waiting for the draw right now. Still things are a little bit confusing. They will give the penalty to Hayden Dewey for that as well. The unsportsmanlike conduct plays go towards Dinkler and what look to be Schwartz right there. With the shot goes out of play, chipped immediately out. 13-18 left to go. Discipline has been a problem for NC State in previous games. We've been looking at several other games that, you know, maybe not a lot of people watched or listened. They've taken up to 10 penalties each night, and special teams have not stepped up very well. Coach talked to us before the game, said practice has been going fairly well. They've gotten in a few good skates and gotten some practice in there as well.
Very much so, and you know that's important to you, and you got to have the discipline there because penalties give your opponent opportunities like Charlotte has right now where they've got more men on the ice and can make something happen. Special
teams are essentially very important as well. The refs are still trying to figure out what is going on. They're still not sure if they called the right penalty. Looks to be an issue with the scoreboard. I can't really tell you what's going on right now. Josh Cannon right now is talking with the ref. They're trying to figure out. We don't know what's going on right now, but we will let you know as soon as we can here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Zach Saway alongside Logan Ward here. Off the draw right now, UNC Charlotte won it. Slowly working at it right now. Great defense there by John Kochlenberg, and they will clear the puck down. Ritter now will slowly handle it, will pass it behind the net to the UNC Charlotte team. Lensmeyer with the breakaway, and he misses the net. So close there for Ryan Lensmeyer. Almost had that opportunity on the breakaway. I was a little bit shocked to see that even happen, Logan.
Very much so. You know, you get a chance like that, a breakaway, you got to hit that shot. He had an opportunity.
Really great opportunity there for the NC State Ice Pack as well. Carried slowly back in by team captain for the UNC Charlotte 49ers, Philip Arnold, slowly handled right there by John Kochlenberg. Kochlenberg now couldn't get it out as now the NC State Ice Pack tried to handle UNC Charlotte, not doing a good job at it as UNC works circles around them, just skating circles around. With the opportunity with the flying shot, batted down with the high stick by Kochlenberg. Nothing going on right there at the point right now. Slowly working at it is Charlotte with the shot blocked there by his own man. With the shot again, Josh Cannon standing tall in net even though he's sitting down. Again with the block there by John Kochlenberg, slowly working at it. Still is Charlotte. They're playing a very cyclical game right now with the shot again. Cannon really playing a great game right now. Slowly just being one of the more dominant goaltenders that we have seen from Charlotte. Slowly working it in now. Charlotte. Cannon made the save. Wasn't sure. And more fisticuffs happening. I swear, this should be on pay-per-view right now. Look at all these fights going on. I swear, this is a very tempered game right now going on for the NC State Ice Pack and the Charlotte 49ers here on PackTV. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward. Unbelievable action going on right now from these two teams.
Very much so. And you can tell there's a lot of temper right there, a lot of just reflected in the physicality and the fact that they're so ready to break out in fights like that.
And it's a 5-on-3. They send a man to the box for probably unsportsmanlike conduct. Not sure who went in the box. We'll let you know as soon as it pops up on the scoreboard. Still looking at it right now. Looks like Eric Webb will be taking the extra seat right now alongside Schwartz and Dewey who are in the box. On the ice right now are penalty killers Kristoff, Hudson, and Rushford. As Kristoff wins the draw, one of my favorite players in this team, one of the best Spitfires that you ever see. Really does a good job of just flying down the ice. Great speed. Puck is clear back in, but Logan, special teams are so crucial. What can you speak on special teams?
It's very essential, basically. You got to have a good special teams unit in order to take over a game in certain situations.
Fans are loud and proud right now for the NC State Ice Pack. As you can see, fans below us are really cheering loud, and they're really having a good time tonight, and that's exactly what you want to see from the hockey game in general. Carried in right now, great speed, great overall skating effort right there by the UNC Charlotte 49ers, slowly working it at the circle right now, carried behind the net, as you would say in the hockey world, circling the wagons. Slowly chipped back in right now is the NC State Ice Pack to try to get fresh bodies on the ice. 0-0 right now at 10:45 left to go.
You know, it's been a great game thus far. UNC Charlotte has definitely had the advantage in terms of shots on goal, especially with that one possession, hitting 5 shots. None of them going in, though, because of Cannon's spectacular play thus far. Cannon
definitely has proven that he is one of the better goaltenders in the league in the D2 ACHA. Almost a penalty right there, but no call. And UNC Charlotte will try to work it back in across the blue line. Try to chip back. There was no one there, but there was at the same time. Unbelievable work there by Greg Driscoll. Driscoll can't find anybody right there. Chasing the puck right there, Trevor Merchant. Merchant will clear it. Puck goes back out. But Logan, in general, club sports aren't that well advertised. Not a lot of people go to these games. How promising is it for this club team to have such a strong fan base?
To have such a strong fan base, especially for a club team.
Carried back in there right now. Looks to be Alfonsetti. Alfonsetti trying to, that was Kristoff. My apologies. Kristoff tried to pressure the man. Nothing was going on right there, but Kristoff really did a solid job. Driscoll passes it back up again to number 72, Chase Reardon. With the shot again, just wide. Luis Jimenez now will pick it up. Jimenez will fly it up there. Looks to be Alfonsetti. Alfonsetti right now. Sam Benishevitz tried to block a shot to get a breakaway. Couldn't do anything about that. Chris Wing will chip it back in, and the play is settled down. Now, Logan, continuing about club sports in general, what can you speak on that?
No, seeing such a crowd here tonight is very promising for the club team here at NC State Hockey.
Jimenez now will carry it back in with the open net, and nobody there to take the shot in front of the net. Gotta have more slot presence there for NC State as Chris Swing will now try to clear it back in. Eric Todd right now working behind the net. Will try to get possession, being really hustled well there by UNC Charlotte in front of the net. Charlotte will dump it out. Chris Swing now will settle it down. Chris Swing now with the chip pass back up to Todd. Todd will slowly work at it again. Slashed a little bit right there by the UNC Charlotte team. And there will be a penalty called. Behind the net is Banashevitz. Banashevitz with the shot. Nobody there. Jimenez with the rebound. What a save by Daniel Ritter. Unbelievable opportunity right there. Puck goes flying back in. Chris Swing will go and settle it down. This will not be an icing, as play will continue until UNC Charlotte touches the puck on this delayed call. Puck almost goes in. That was a scary situation right there, and the penalty is called. With 8:22 left to go, it will be a slashing on number 18 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers, Matthew Fawcett, who has 12 penalty minutes on the season right now. Number 19. I can't see my numbers tonight. I need glasses. I'm an old man. That is Avery Schaefer, who this will be his first penalty of the season. Now, NC State needs to capitalize right here. They have the opportunity of really doing a good job with this.
Very much so. You got the box cleared out now, and you've got a man up. So you've got to take this opportunity to get
Hudson working it over to Rushford. Rushford with the shot and a big save there by Ritter. Daniel Ritter with the save as Ryan Kinney now will handle it. Back at the Trevor Merchant. Rushford will send a cross-ice pass to Davis Hudson. Hudson working slowly at it right now. Then we have Tyler Alfonsetti working the corners right there like you work a normal 9-to-5 job. Long day, long hours in the corners with Alfonsetti with the shot and a big save there by Daniel Ritter. Puck is stopped.
No, and again, both goalies have been playing very well tonight. Ritter making great saves, Cannon on the other side, taking shot after shot and just keeping the puck out of the net.
Yes, strong effort by both teams going on right now. You cannot deny the effort at all. Just a great job by both teams, especially on this power play. NC State finally trying to find the open lanes to get passes. Davis Hudson now will handle that puck back in the defensive end for NC State. Slowly working out again is Ellis Rushford. Rushford will pass up to Banashevitz. Banashevitz, Jimenez, and what looks to be Eric Todd will form this top power play unit for the NC State Ice Pack as Todd now will carry it in. Todd will try to do a backhand pass there. Couldn't do anything about that. Jimenez now tried to get it. Now flying back up there was Todd. Jimenez now will fly it over to Rushford. Rushford with the shot just goes behind the Borners now. Sam Banashevitz now will work at it slowly. Davis Hudson. Hudson back over to Banashevitz. Banashevitz now slowly working at it. Really trying to find that open lane, something they've been working on since the Wake Forest game. Hudson over to Jimenez. Jimenez with the shot blocked there in front by, that was number 18. I finally got my numbers right, ladies and gentlemen. That was Matthew Fawcett with the shot block. Again, working at it is the NC State Ice Pack. Sam Banashevitz with the shot with the tip. No luck there. Luis Jimenez still couldn't find it. And I was wrong again. That was number 13 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers, Max MacArthur, who has 3 goals and an assist on this season so far. Puck is frozen there by Ritter. There's no clock right now going on right there for the power play right now to see how much time is left. But so far, in this power play so far, what have you seen from NC State?
NC State has kept the pressure on. They've been trying to get aggressive and take the shots that they can get, but they haven't been able to really get anything going, as evidenced by the lack of score. But, you know, with things like that, you got to take those opportunities and you got to keep chipping away at them, because eventually you might get one through.
Jimenez slowly now will win the draw, will not win the draw. Puck goes flying back out. Went to the netting. Did it hit a fan? No, it didn't. A fan will take the puck home. What a souvenir. What a souvenir from this game. I'm telling you right now, a puck from a collegiate hockey game, that's a thing you want to have in your repertoire.
Honestly, yes. It really is. It's a family heirloom even, you know.
Waiting on the take the draw right now. 0-0 as we await the puck drop. UNC Charlotte tucks the puck, but NC State will get it back. Puck thrown into the corner right now. Still nothing going on right there. Eric Todd. Todd slowly working at it. Todd will try to find an open man. Banashevitz with the shot. He scores! Sam Banashevitz in typical Sam Banashevitz fashion. Found the open slot area. Got the backhand top shelf against Daniel Ritter. 1-0 on the power play.
Absolutely fantastic shot there. It looked like he had lost it for a second there, but he managed to corral it and get that shot perfectly placed in the top back of the net.
goal was not scored within the first 10 minutes of this game like we talked about earlier, but this is an important goal. They set the tempo for this game with that power play. They got to the front of the net. They completed that opportunity. They keep this up for the rest of the game, they will win, Logan. What do you think?
Very much so, and especially with the defense they've been playing so far, every opportunity like that matters. And being up 1-0, like I said earlier, it changes the entire dynamic of the game because you're going to play a lot more defensively now, or at least that may be one of the schools of thoughts.
Trevor Merchant right now will slowly work at his Alfonsetti. Now Alfonsetti will carry it back in. We'll try to get to the front of the net with the shot. Ritter made the good save. Again, there's number 8 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. People thrown to the ice. Will there be a penalty? I believe so. There's a call on the ice. Ref's hand is in the air. Looks to be an interference call on John Koeklenberg. Koeklenberg, again, a physical guy. It's a penalty you don't want to see, but when Koeklenberg plays, he plays physical, and sometimes penalties come from physical efforts, but in general, how important is it for players to keep up the tempo, Logan?
You got to keep up the tempo, and especially things with such as penalties, where it lets them get an extra man up on you on the ice. It can change the entire tempo of the game, which is really important, as you saw with with NC State there getting that shot on goal and the score eventually with their power play going on.
On the penalty kill now is NC State with the quick shot. A good save there by Josh Cannon. Again, UNC Charlotte now at the hash mark with the shot. Fanned on it again with the rebound. Just over the net. Good opportunities right there. Chris Wing couldn't do anything about that. Team captain right now for the UNC Charlotte 49ers with the shot blocked in front there by Schwartz. In the corner right now working it is Thomas Gilmartin, who is a secretary for this UNC Charlotte team, working it right now as team captain Philip Arnold. Arnold now will work at it with the shot. What a glove save. Cherry picking. It is fruit season after all. Big save there by Josh Cannon. Play is slowed down.
Great shot on goal, honestly. They took their time getting there. But again, it all comes back. Josh Cannon has played a spectacular game tonight, just saving everything that comes his way. Anything that even remotely looks like it has a chance of going into the net, immediately stopped by Josh Cannon.
Josh Cannon definitely has been one of the better backup goaltenders for the NC State hockey team. Puck is cleared back in right now for the NC State Ice Pack. Again, working at it is the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Again, working at it. And Hudson will again clear it out.
Again, you'll notice they're going to try to keep a little bit of patience so they can get it set up exactly how they want to see it right here so they can get the best opportunity that they can get.
Chris Wing will clear it out of play. Great job right there for the NC State Ice Pack. Chris Wing is one of those guys you're not going to see one of being the more flashy defenseman, but he's a good stay-at-home, shutdown defenseman, one of those guys you want to have in your second pairing unit right now. Big shout out to our PackTV crew here. We got Oja and Manasa here as our director, one of the greatest directors we have here at PackTV. Without him, this hockey broadcast would not be happening, so a big shout out to him. We also have a special guest here tonight working our social media tonight. His name is Daniel, from actually one of the Parks, Recs, and Tourism classes at NC State University, working on social media right now. At the top of the slot right now is UNC Charlotte 49ers. Clear back out there is Matt Costigan. On the breakaway now is Eric Webb. Eric Webb, if he hurries, he's on the breakaway, and he will find a net, and he misses! What an opportunity there by Eric Webb, and it goes just wide. Aggression going on in the corner, and there's aggression going on right there. A little bit of extra fisticuffs, as we say proudly here in the broadcast booth, in the Cool Ventures broadcast booth here at the Raleigh Iceplex. Zach Sawaya alongside Logan Ward here for PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. UNC Charlotte now will dump it behind. Penalty has been over for some time now. Cam Mazikowski will fly it back out there to Eric Webb. Eric Webb will chip it back out. Jimenez, if he hurries, Jimenez will get to it, and if he can hurry, he can get to the front of the net. Jimenez now tries to find an open man, taken away there by UNC Charlotte. Todd with the shot, just goes flying wide. Close opportunity again with the shot, goes again wide. Vedetto will go back to get it. This will not be an icing as NC State was the one that shot it back. Ellis Rushford now mishandled. Puck is now recaptured by Driscoll, and then Rushford will get it back again. Luis Jimenez now will slowly carry it in. Tried to do a little bit of a pump fake move right there. Not much to do right there, as Alex Vedetto now will try to win the corner battle. He won't. UNC Charlotte will pressure it behind the net. Charlotte now working at it slowly. Cannon can't find it. Loses his stick in front of the net. Todd pushes it back to him, playing without a stick right now. Josh Cannon playing with a player's stick. Unbelievable job. Josh Cannon will get his stick back right there. Banashevitz with the shot. Easy pad save there by Daniel Ritter. Puck is behind right now. Slowly working at it is number 11 for the UNC Charlotte is Zachary Broski, who has a goal this season. There's a penalty on NC State. We'll be learning what that was shortly. Puck is now touched there by NC State. Logan, did you see what happened right there?
I didn't get a chance to see what exactly went on there.
Well, there's a penalty, and I will look towards the ref to see what sign he makes. Sam will be going to the box. Slashing call on Sam Banashevitz there for 2 minutes. If NC State can continue their pressure, they will be able to kill off this penalty before the intermission. This will be their second penalty kill of the night so far, 1 for 1, doing a very solid job at it tonight. We'll be talking more about that in our second period intermission report with Coach Jeff Wing here on PackTV, as we always bring you into the ice pack. Slowly working at it right now in the umbrella formation is UNC Charlotte. Working at it again with the easy shot there. Josh Cannon made the save through traffic. Man, it's like I-40 at 5 o'clock right now. Beautiful shot, save right there by Josh Cannon. Again with the shot again, Josh Cannon. Unbelievable pad work right now. Puck chip back in again. Kristoff now circling the blue line. Looked like he was about to go off for some fresh bodies. Nothing there. And UNC Charlotte now will rush that puck back up. Carried back in once again. That was rushing on the play, Philip Arnold. Philip Arnold now will pass it over to Matt McCoy. McCoy behind the net right now. Zamboni's preparing to go on the ice. With a shot from the point. With a rebound just behind Josh Cannon. Had him beat but missed the net. Working at it again now is UNC Charlotte with the cross-ice pass. Tried to do a little bit of a tic-tac-toe. Couldn't get anything right there. Couldn't get 3 X's in a row. And the puck is dumped back out.
Very much so. And you'll notice a lot of passes going. They're trying to get it down very far and then catch back up to it.
We are very blessed to be here tonight in the Cool Ventures press box here at the Raleigh Iceplex. Zach Sawaya alongside Logan Ward here as we bring you into the ice pack. Slowly working it behind the net is UNC Charlotte. Good stick positioning right there by what looks to be Trevor Merchant. Really good defensive pressure being put on right there. Cam Mazakowski tries to level a man. Didn't throw him down, but finished the check. At the blue line right now is the UNC Charlotte 49ers, still working at it. Trevor Merchant now tried to get it away, couldn't do it. Eric Webb with bursting with speed. If he hurries, he could make something happen. Tries to backhand the puck, tried to chip it in, couldn't do anything about that, but Webb still has control. Trying to make the pass over to Alfonzetti, nothing happened right there. Carried in back there by McCoy. McCoy with the shot. Cannon again with the save, again with the fisticuffs. More fighting going on right now between the NC State Ice Pack and the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Play is stopped, and with 33 cents left to go in this first period.
I mean, you got to see the physicality out here. These teams obviously have no love lost for each other. Been trying to get an opportunity to scrap at each other basically every time they even touch.
A fight to the death here between the Ice Pack and the 49ers. Sam Banashevitz now will jump it back out. Luis Jimenez on a 2-on-1 with Eric Todd. Jimenez with the shot and a big save there by Ritter. No problem there at all. Sam Banashevitz now will carry it back in with a pass over to Mazakowski. Banashevitz once again at the red line. Banashevitz bursting in with speed. Couldn't get past the man. Sam Banashevitz still has it to Eric Todd in front. Todd over to Jimenez. Jimenez just wide. Koeklenberg with 3 seconds left. Over to Mazakowski, and the period ends. So close for the NC State Ice Pack. A little bit more discussion going on the ice right now as we await to see what happens. Players head off here. Zach Soleil and Logan Ward for PackTV. So far, 1-0 NC State as we head into this first intermission. We will be back soon for our first period intermission report right here on PackTV. Welcome you back here to the Raleigh Iceplex here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward for PackTV. Great first period so far. NC State up by 1 here in this very difficult matchup between a 7-3-1 UNC Charlotte team and the NC State Ice Pack. Incredibly important game, but tempo is one thing we always talk about here in hockey. It's one of the most important things because if you don't have a strong tempo, don't have a strong man going forward, always have that effort going on, it's going to be a bad game. Logan, tempo-wise, what have you seen from NC State?
NC State, they've just been playing it ridiculously fast. They've been playing at breakneck speed, just continuing to keep going and going and going, attacking the puck and trying to get every chance, make every chance matter, basically.
Sam Benishevitz was one of our players to watch before the game, got the goal. Very crucial goal as well on the power play. Special teams have not been doing too well in previous games against UVA and Wake Forest, but tonight Banishevitz found the open lane, got the shot top shelf against one of the best goaltenders in the league, 5-2, Daniel Ritter. Logan, what can you say about that play right there when Sam Banishevitz really did a good job of finding the net?
It was a great play. He had the puck. He managed to corral it as it was coming past him. He kind of lost his handle on it for a second, managed to corral it, hit it back just slightly, and get it perfectly into the back and top of the net.
Special teams tonight are 3 for 3 on the penalty kill, which is something we haven't seen from NC State. Been very undisciplined throughout the course of this season, but tonight their penalty kill has actually been spectacular compared to previous games. Logan, in order to operate on the penalty kill, you got to have a certain level of positioning and defensive mindset. How has NC State tonight been able to position themselves effectively to eliminate any offensive threat?
They've been positioning their men very well. They've been trying to get everybody back, and if they are down a man, they got to make sure that they have them positioned perfectly throughout their side of the ice, basically, to make sure that nothing errant gets through or past.
Now, Josh Cannon, we can't go this intermission report without talking about one of the greatest backup goaltenders that I've seen in collegiate hockey. Josh Cannon has done a spectacular job tonight stopping key saves at the right moments, and some of those saves have been very good, been using the left kick pad very well tonight, very good butterfly positioning, but it's been a battle of the goaltenders. Josh Cannon versus Daniel Ritter, what can you say about the two goaltenders so far?
They've both been fantastic. So many shots on goal by both teams, a very large amount, honestly. Both goalies, though, playing perfectly almost. Ritter barely letting that one in, even. Had his glove outstretched, just couldn't catch it in time. Both goalies playing a great game thus far.
While NC State is up 1, by no means it was a perfect period. Logan, second period adjustments for NC State.
They got to adjust. They got to slow it down, I think, a little bit more. They've been playing a little too fast, and it's giving Charlotte a lot more opportunities to get a lot more shots on goal. So they slow it up. They might, and play a little bit more defensively now that they've got that lead of 1-0.
That'll do it for this intermission report here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Zach Sawaya alongside Logan Ward. We'll be back to you soon with Puck Drop here for the second period of North Carolina State Ice Pack versus the UNC Charlotte 49ers. The John Cena theme song blaring right now, brought to you live from the Cool Ventures press boxes, PackTV Hockey, as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Zach Sawaya alongside Logan Ward to begin this second period. Now, Logan, going a little bit more in depth right now about the second period adjustments, talking about slowing down the game more, Logan. Can you go a little bit more in depth about that? Because NC State has done a fairly good job on both sides of the ice pressuring, but it's the little facets about their game that need to be slowed down.
Basically, they just need to make sure that they've got the correct positioning. They got to make sure that they've got a man where they're passing. They got to take their time and get the shots that they really need instead of the ones that they see immediately right away.
That's a very good point right now as players now crowd the bench, waiting for a good opportunity right now to get ready to take this draw. Sam Benishevitz, Eric Todd, and Luis Jimenez will start off this game, but on the back end, you got Ellis Rushford and Alex Vedetta now as the top D pair for this certain period. As we wait for the puck drop here, as the NC State Ice Pack take on the 49ers. A little bit of a love tap there between Banishevitz and one of the UNC Charlotte players. Very excited to be here tonight. All of these guys are friends in the end. They all love to be together. Banishevitz will chip it in. Play stopped right there by the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Chip back in there. That was number 23, Matt McCoy. About to say McKay right there. Okay. Puck shot in. Good save there by Josh Cannon. Luis Jimenez will now bring it back down. Jimenez with the chip behind the boards right now, working at it. Jimenez onside. Banishevitz! And what a stop right there. Tried to go 5-0, but the stick covered it well. Puck went flying out of bounds. Sam Banishevitz frustrated.
You know, you got an opportunity like that, again, with the shot, and you've got a chance to make it good. But really, that just goes back to the fantastic goalie play. Ritter, again, with a great save.
Well, as some of our favorite hip-hop stars have said it best, Sam Banishevitz needs to sauce it up. Really good. Really good job right there by Sam Banishevitz. Would have loved to see a little bit more up. We apologize here for PackTV as it's a very good night here for hockey right now. We are all in very good spirits tonight. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward. Puck slowly carried back in there by the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Puck chipped into the corner right now as Ellis Rushford will now try and pick it up. Puck lost right there. Ellis Rushford couldn't find it. Puck thrown back in. Ellis Rushford now will slowly work at it behind the boards, not win that corner battle. And then clear back into the UNC Charlotte end. Sam Banishevitz will take control though. Sam Banishevitz again with the sauce, trips a man. Couldn't get anything right there. Tyler Alfonzetti now still at the point, working it at the hash mark of the circle. Alfonzetti slowly has it, trying to finagle it. Finagles it well, gets to the front of the net, can't get anything out of there. Luis Jimenez there for the shot in the slot. Still cannot get it. NC State clear back into their end. John Koeklenberg will chip it back up as Charlotte will carry it back in with great speed now. Is going flying up the ice. Broski couldn't find the net. Broski can't figure out the name. We'll let you know once I confirm it. Alfonzetti now will go at it. Alfonzetti makes sure that number 8 for UNC Charlotte drops his stick, Mike Aquila. John Kokenberg now will handle it well, passing it up to Cam Mazikowski. What a great line. 2'6'4" towering defenseman. Dewey with the simple shot there. Pat save there by Daniel Ritter. So far this period, we've seen a lot of just basic chip shots to try to get the puck into play. Not really any good scoring opportunities. That may change shortly, though, Logan. What do you think?
You'll notice that they have slowed down a lot. They are taking a lot of the shorter chip shots, like you said. They're
scary play into the boards right there. That was very scary. Cam Mazikowski went head first into the boards right now. Players going on the ice to fight. That's a boarding call for sure. I don't know how long that'll be, but that is definitely one of the most scary plays you have in hockey. Knowing well enough about the Jack Jablonski story coming out of Minnesota, one of the most famous stories about 6 years ago, got checked headfirst into the boards in a high school game and is still paralyzed right now. That is one of the most scary plays in hockey right now.
Very much so. You see him go into the boards at that angle, at that speed, and you hate to see something like that because it has the potential to really hurt these guys out here.
Mazikowski looks fine right now, so that's definitely a promising sign. Shaking his head a little bit. That was a very scary play, and I cannot emphasize that enough. They need to make sure that when players finish their checks, they finish it safely, because in the end, players play this for the love of the sport. They play it for the love of the game. To see somebody go down with an injury is not something you want to see at all during a game where it's just for fun, like club hockey.
Yeah, very much so, and you hate to see that. And again, there's the certain part of aggressiveness to the game, but you hate to see something like that, and it's good to see him still on his feet.
Mazikowski back on his feet will make the pass over to Davis Hudson now as they were going the 2-minute power play. So far, 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. Mazikowski will still handle it at the point, try to make the pass over to Jimenez there to take the one-timer. Can't do anything about that. Carried back in right now, that is Driscoll. Driscoll thrown back into Weirden. Weirden now trying to fight Mazikowski for it. He will not win. Mazikowski will win the battle right there behind the net. Mazikowski will handle it. One of the best stick handlers on this team is what I've seen in his progression since the beginning of the season. I talked to Coach Gazillo about it at Over the Boards, which is definitely a great show if you haven't seen it yet. Mazikowski has been one of the guys he's been watching very well since tryouts, and he's been doing a great job at it. Right now, Eric Taub will throw it up to Sam Banashevitz. Banashevitz with the tip past the red line, so that will not be an icing right now. On the ice right now for the UNC Charlotte is 49ers is Mike Aquila and Riley Scoville. Scoville on the defense right now, still working at it. Playing it right now. Jimenez will take it away from him. Jimenez will slowly work at it. Players get into position defensively. Jimenez now will get it. Jimenez now will slowly work it back behind the blue line. Banashevitz now springs the man. Banashevitz, high slot over to Davis Hudson. Davis Hudson back to Rushford, and a tip there by Chase Weirden. Very good play right there defensively, Logan.
Very much so. Charlotte, they've completely changed the way they're going.
Jimenez finds Merchant. Merchant with a shot just goes wide of Ritter. Now we got a little bit of extra behind the net. Extra. Read all about it. You got a nice little fight going on right there. Looks to be okay now. Players being separated by the refs. Words are exchanged. Tonight has been the most physical, aggressive, temperamental matchup that NC State has had this season by far. Definitely tempers are flaring high between these teams. It's a very scary situation.
Very much so. And like I said earlier, every single time these guys are getting in any close proximity to each other, they're looking to fight.
Coquelenberg with the clapper. Big save there by Daniel Ritter. Try to send it back out. Ellis Rushford with a nice block. Coquelenberg will handle it well over to Ellis Rushford. Slowly working at it now is Trevor Merchant. Thrown back in. It's handled well by Matt McCoy. Ellis Rushford now will handle it back in, going past the blue line. Rushford back into the corner. Winning corner battles is important in hockey, and it's definitely something we hope to see these players winning at the Backyard Brawl, November 20th. North Carolina State hockey facing off against the UNC Chapel Hill Tar Heels. Big hit right there. No call on the 49ers. Again with the shot right there, cleared back out by the Charlotte 49ers. But they still keep it in the zone. Shot just wide of Josh Cannon. Doesn't know where it is. Rushford will handle it. Rushford hooked down a little bit. Again with the aggression. Bodies flying over the ice. The ice is a little bit bad tonight. Puck has been bouncing in certain areas.
Very much so.
Handled well behind the net is number 19 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. That is Avery Schaefer. Schaefer now loses it off of the hands of Hayden Dewey.
No, it's been a very good game thus far, especially in the second half. You can tell that there have been a lot of changes implemented by both teams.
There's a penalty.
A little bit more.
Little bit extra again. I think PackTV needs to open up some pay-per-view channels for this.
I mean, seriously. Don't get fights this quality.
The fight right now is going on between Ellis Rushford and number 13 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. And that number, of course, that is on our list, actually. That is Max MacArthur right now. But taking a seat right now is Avery Schaefer for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. NC State will go on the power play now, 1 for 2. So far, getting a lot of shots on the net. We're not sure the shot totals right now, but we will get that to you as soon as we find out. Because right now, I feel like NC State has the shot advantage. NC State does have the shot advantage thanks to our statisticians that are hanging up right now in the Cool Ventures press box here as PackTV brings you into the ice pack. Springing a man on the breakaway. Couldn't find it at the hash marks. Davis Hudson now at the corner right now. Hudson handling it slowly behind the net. Starts to spring an open man. Eric Todd will carry it back up. Banashevitz with the clapper, scores! Sam Banashevitz fires his arrows in celebration. What a goal right there from the face-off circle. My apologies. What a shot right there by Banashevitz on the power play.
Fantastic shot right there, taking advantage of the opportunity yet again. Banashevich just absolutely tearing it up tonight.
Sam Banashevich, this game is a piece of paper, like you said best. He is tearing it up. 2-goal night so far. So far, that is, according to the ACHA website statistics, this is his 11th goal of the season. Team leading, one of the best on this team. Andrew Kristoff now couldn't handle it well. Losing it right now is the UNC Charlotte 49ers. That was number 74. And Thomas Gilmartin, who is the team secretary, with 6 goals and 9 assists on the season. Chris Wing will handle it well. Chris Wing will flying up to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer checked well. Takes a little bit of a slip right there. Seems to be okay. Carried back in by the 49ers. Puck shot right there. Good kick save there by Josh Cannon. And that was a bit of a hit there by Webb. There will be a call on that. Webb thrown into the UNC Charlotte bench. A little bit of a weird call. I don't see why they would call a cross-check on that play. He was trying to finish his check, but Logan, did that look like a cross-check to you?
I couldn't really see from here. Honestly, didn't think it was from what I saw, but, you know, the refs see it one way.
The refs are the hardest job in hockey, as we all know.
Absolutely.
Every fan in general has their general displeasurements about refs in general, but they have to make the hardest job on the ice, which is making the calls that may change the game. And whether you like it or not, you got to appreciate what these guys do.
Absolutely. They take their time, and they know this game. They're trying to make the right calls. They're trying to do the right thing.
Waiting for the draw right now. Looks like they're having a little bit of happy time talk. Still waiting for the puck drop right now. The refs getting to know. Looks to be Greg Driscoll and Andrew Kristoff on the draw right now. Conversation fodder is very important between the players and the refs here as the NC State Ice Pack take on the UNC Charlotte 49ers here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack.
Absolutely. You got a lot of stuff to talk about right now between these two teams.
In the corner right now, that looks to be a player that we do not have on a... Oh, wait, no, that's Andrew Chard. Andrew Chard behind the net. Josh Cannon holding it well. Lensmeyer went flying into the net right there. Things going on right now between these two teams up at a level of intensity I haven't seen in a while. NC State hockey definitely has had the advantage in a lot of the games as of late, but the other team has always had the edge. In this game, NC State has the edge. Again, Cannon makes the save, but Logan, NC State having the edge tonight, how important is that to the solidarity of this team and the fans in general?
It gets the fans more interested in the game, and I actually think that more people have even come here as the second period has started. But it's important to have that advantage. Being up 2-0 now, it gives the fans something to cheer about, and it gives the players something to work towards and protect.
A lot of fans right now for NC State on basketball night. Definitely a good showing here. Obviously, this is a club sport. Not a lot of people know about it. But to see people here tonight is such a promising sign for the club hockey team that's still trying to gain recognition. I still go out and I talk to my friends and family, and they go, NC State has a hockey team? And we are trying to change that here on PackTV. At the point right now, there's a UNC Charlotte player. Handled well, passed it over to Dinkler. Trying to find the front of the net. Josh Cannon with a good save right there. That is Andrew Chard in front of the net taking the shot. There again is Dinkler. Dinkler behind the net. Working it right now there again is Chard. Chard facing off against Wing. Now carrying it back in again is a UNC Charlotte player. Back to the point right now with the shot just wide of Josh Cannon. Slowly working at it right now in the corner battle is Ian Schwartz. And they win the corner battle. Chris Wing can't clear it out though. But Schwartz now will try to spring an open man, but not enough speed as Trevor Merchant will try to fight it. He does have possession. Merchant will try to do a one-man act. A one-man magician show, ladies and gentlemen. $5 to get in. That is what Trevor Merchant was trying to do right there, and a good job at it, but nothing came out of it that well. Puck is settled down there by Chris Wing. With 11:39 left to go, Logan, you got to tell me your thoughts on this period.
It's been very interesting to see the adjustments the two teams have made. You'll notice that Charlotte has been playing a lot more aggressively, a lot more shots down the rink. And you'll notice that NC State, while playing defensively, they still did manage to get that score as soon as they managed to get that penalty advantage.
Shot, big save there by Josh Cannon. Puck slowly carried back in now. Tyler Alfonzetti. Alfonzetti now will carry it. Alfonzetti, beautiful job, great speed. Alfonzetti moves into the zone. Alfonzetti throws it wide. Luis Jimenez doing a fantastic job of pressuring the open man. There's a penalty on the play on Alfonzetti. A slashing call on Tyler Alfonzetti. I'm surprised I did not see that.
I didn't see one there either, and you can see Alfonzetti didn't think he did either.
NC State so far perfect on the penalty kill tonight, though.
Very much so.
If they can keep that up, this won't be too much down the drain, but discipline. As much as they're good on the penalty kill, they don't want to spend their entire game on it. So what they need to do right now, well, Logan, I'll defer to you. What do they need to do?
They just got to stay calm. They got to stay patient. They got to stay, especially now that they're down a man right now in the penalty. They've just got to play safe, basically, I guess is the term for it.
Definitely an important thing right now as we wait the draw here at the Raleigh Iceplex here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Zach Salwaye alongside Logan Ward here. Really interesting game going on so far between two very highly skilled, highly physical teams. Sam Banashevitz. Sam Banashevitz looking for the hat trick. Banashevitz finds Rushford. Rushford, what a save! Daniel Ritter. Oh my Moses, what a save there by Daniel Ritter. Beautiful opportunity. Puck went back out. I thought he swallowed it. Puck carried back in there by UNC Charlotte.
Fantastic play by both goalies, continuing in this period.
Puck thrown to the front. Puck. Oh my moly moly. Eric Todd right there kind of got hooked a little bit down there, and there will be a penalty on what looks to be Thomas Gilmartin for that hook right there. A little bit of a scary play down in that end. I saw the hand go up. I wasn't sure what it was. And then I looked, and then I saw what it was. So pro tip to anyone who doesn't know what's going on, you got to look.
No, just you hate to see something like that. He used his stick just to trip an opponent player. You can't have something like that happen out there. You got to keep your calm, and certainly just not a lowbrow move like that.
Definitely something important as we keep in mind here as the NC State Ice Pack. It'll be a 4-on-4. It's a 4-minute penalty, my goodness. Definitely something you don't see very often in hockey in general. 4 minutes, that's almost unheard of almost. Because the severity of a 4-minute penalty is really weird because it's the intermediate between a 5-minute and a 2-minute penalty in terms of severity.
No, I agree with the call there. You know, he tripped him, and that was completely unnecessary. And
Lensmeyer tried to find Kristoff. Kristoff at the corner battle and loses it. Rushford will now chase the puck back in. Rushford working at it slowly. Kristoff still working at it. Kristoff, one of my players to watch for this game, John Koeklenberg. Koeklenberg almost loses it. Ryan Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer will throw it back out. Ellis Rushford now will take it back in. Rushford behind the NC State blue line. Puck controlled right there by Matt McCoy. McCoy fans on it. Kristoff has an opportunity and he misses it. Koeklenberg will clear it back in. Shot blocked there by McCoy. Ryan Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer slowly works at it. Lensmeyer trying to find an open man, can't do it. Just throws it to the front of the net. Nobody home. Ellis Rushford with the shot. Big body save up top there by Daniel Ritter. Ritter, although giving up 2 goals, has played a spectacular game so far. McCoy, good offensive pressure. Fell down, got back up. Philip Arnold with the shot, hits the boards. Some fans right there got a little bit scared, but by now they should be used to it with these big players on these teams. Ryan Lensmeyer with the chip will not be icing. Puck is cleared back down, Logan. What do you think about this 4-on-4 so far?
It's been very
Springs
aggressive.
a man on the breakaway. With the shot just wide, it chips the meshing behind the net. My apologies, Logan, for interrupting. But what do you think so far about this 4-on-4 that just ended?
This 4-on-4 that just ended, it's been really aggressive. You'll notice both teams trying to get as much of an advantage on the opponent as possible. Both playing very aggressively, getting the puck down the ice as quickly as possible and looking for any shot they can take, and then letting loose and firing on any shot that may even remotely present itself.
State won the draw right there off a good win by Eric Todd. Behind the net now is Cam Mazikowski. Mazikowski up to Davis Hudson. Hudson now with the clear to Jimenez. Jimenez now at the red line. Still trying to work at it. If he hurries, Davis Hudson could get at it. He will not. Jimenez now will control it and the neutral zone. Jimenez now. Jimenez chipped a little bit. Banashevitz now will speed into the corner. That's his office right there. Office hours are, well, whatever the game time is, but that's where Sam Banashevitz likes to plant himself going into the rush right there. Banashevitz now in his office. Mazakowski over to Davis Hudson. Puck stays onside. That was very close right there. Jimenez over to Banashevitz to go for the one-timer. Can't do anything about that. It is a power play going on right now. Sam Banashevitz will work at it. Banashevitz to Mazakowski. Mazakowski got it back in. But looks like there was an offsides call. Puck goes flying back into the NC State end. Davis Hudson now will control it behind the net. Hudson surveying his options on the ice. And puck is clear. This will be an icing.
Now, Charlotte playing decent defense, but still, North Carolina State getting a lot of chances there. And they're giving up way too many shots.
Something had to have been said in that first period intermission by far. This NC State team is one that I haven't seen since the Virginia Tech game, which was way back when in the Stephen Russell tournament, where NC State won 7-1. Definitely a good, strong effort by this NC State team. Luis Jimenez now. Jimenez, power move. Can't do anything about that in front of the net. Cleared out by UNC Charlotte with 1:07 left to go now on this penalty kill, with Thomas Gilmartin taking a seat for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Cam Mazakowski, towering 6'4" defenseman, slowly working at it. Cannon now with the chip. Eric Todd behind to Hudson. Hudson now will slowly work at it. A little bit of finagling right there by Eric Todd. Send it flying back up to the Alfonsetti.
And you'll notice.
And springs a man almost on the breakaway right there. That was a good opportunity for Weirden. Couldn't do anything about that. Hudson over. Hudson looks to be Mazakowski. That was Eric Todd. My apologies. Jimenez now. Jimenez will carry it in. Sam Banashevitz. Banashevitz to Jimenez. Jimenez around the boards. Jimenez doing a good job. Over to Chris Wing. Chris Wing to Cam Mazakowski. Mazakowski with the shot. Tipped in front. And a glove save there by Daniel Ritter. Through that I-40, 5 o'clock rush hour traffic. Beautiful save there by Daniel Ritter. Play is stopped with 6:52 left to go in this second period.
The goalies, again, just both very impressive. Ritter, despite the fact that he's given up 2 goals, you wouldn't be able to tell if you just saw a couple of shots on goal against him. He's been playing a great game. Defense has been letting too many shots at him, though, so it's sheer volume that's letting him down.
In front of the Dewey scores! Hayden Dewey off the draw, squeaks by Daniel Ritter. A little bit of Swiss cheese right there. So far, Hayden Dewey, great shot, great backhand, glove side on Daniel Ritter. It is 3-0 NC State on the power play.
It was a great play right there. As I was singing the praises of one of the goalies, yet again scored on. Defense has got to help him out there.
Daniel Ritter, as I said before the game, his hair is glorious.
Certainly.
We also have one of our glorious hair players on this team, Eric Johnston, who looks to be not dressed tonight. Coach told me before the game that a lot of players are out tonight studying for finals, and some players are catching that winter cold, as most college students know is a little bit disastrous. Working it behind the net is Chris Wing. Chris Wing slowly working at it. That was Trevor Merchant right there. And will there be a penalty? It looks like just to be an offsides right there. 6:45 left to go. 2 for 3 on the penalty power play so far for NC State. God bless you. What do you think so far about NC State's power play tonight?
They've been playing spectacularly during power plays. Like you said, going 2 of 3. The scores like that are just spectacular. They're making the most of every opportunity that they get, every chance, and just making the most of everything.
Waiting for the draw to occur right there is NC State and UNC Charlotte. Conversation going on. I love a good conversation. It's always nice to have on a lonely day. The conversation's done now. Play goes on. Chris Wing couldn't get it out of reach from the UNC Charlotte player. That was Gilmartin, and they score! Looks to be number 9 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers team. And it's a player, of course, that we don't have on our stat sheet. If I had to make a guess, though, I'm going to say it is Andrew Miller. I could be very wrong in that, But so far, did you see that play develop?
Yes, it was a slow developing play, honestly, with a very quick finish. Kind of stalled for a little bit, but then you saw number 9 just flash in there and get the shot on goal. And despite Josh Cannon laying out there, just couldn't get quite there to make the stop.
You can't stop them all right there, but Josh Cannon still is playing a fantastic game. 3-1 so far for NC State. Still holding that commanding lead. If they can hold this lead going into the third, they should be in good shape to win this very important game. UNC Charlotte working at it right now. Lensmeyer couldn't pressure the man. Sent thrown back up there. Charlotte now working in the corner. Koeklenberg will handle it. Chris Webb. Webb right now. Webb not handled well there. And there's another penalty on NC State. Not exactly sure. It looks to be a hooking call. Not entirely certain what the ref did with his hand movement right there. That's how I personally tell. I'm very versed in my ref language. I couldn't tell you what it was right there. But Koeklenberg will go off the ice for 2 minutes.
Just seemed to be a general penalty motion of sorts.
John Koeklenberg talking with the refs right now. One of the most charismatic guys on the team by far. Traveling with the team has allowed me to just learn more about the team charisma in general, and I'm going to tell you right now, John Koeklenberg is one of the guys that definitely keeps the team going charisma-wise. Very important to have those charismatic leaders on your team, even if they don't wear a letter on their jersey.
Absolutely. You know, you got to have those locker room players just that are good for the team in general. They help with team morale. They help with leadership. They keep the team balanced.
Lensmeyer shoved a man off the puck, and puck thrown back down again. Lensmeyer fell down. Coach Gazzillo really wanted to call right there. Hands up in the air like he just don't care. Except he did care. Slowly working it back in now is UNC Charlotte. Charlotte now to the corner. Winning the corner battle was Charlotte. Working it behind the net. NC State not guarding the slot very well. Working it right now back to the point. Losing it was number 5 for UNC Charlotte. That was James Dinkler losing that puck right there. A little bit of a scary scenario. Puck's it flying in Andrew Kristoff. Kristoff now will fly it behind the net.
No, and if you're Charlotte, you hate how many of those they've just lost a handle on.
Mazikowski with the interception, shoved off the puck there. UNC Charlotte did a good job of that. Found the man. And Mazikowski and Kristoff cannot get it out with the shot sent flying by. Josh Cannon with the blocker save. Slowly working at it right now. There is Chase Weird, and they score! Looks to be a shot from the point right there. Unbelievable opportunity again. NC State will give up one of its first penalty kill goals of the night. Power play goal for UNC Charlotte. Logan, what happened there?
Really, just great positioning there by UNC Charlotte. They took advantage of the power play. Josh Cannon's body positioning seemed to be a little bit off. Unlike the rest of the night, honestly, on a lot of shots, he just wasn't there to stop that one.
3-2 now for the NC State Ice Pack. They got to be careful here. Carried back in again by Charlotte. Squeaking by the NC State defense. Nice one-man act right there by Max MacArthur. A little bit of a silky player, I want to say. Working it back in again, that is McCoy. McCoy will work it past Chris Wing. McCoy with a shot just goes high. Banashevitz, and it's a 2-on-1 with Luis Jimenez. Sam Banashevitz over to Jimenez, and he scores! Luis Jimenez pops the bottle. Beautiful cross-ice pass from Sam Banashevitz. It is 4-2 NC State.
Fantastic play right there. Both of them just going up the rink just right there. And as you said right there, shot it so hard into the goal, popped the bottle off the top.
If you can hear going on right now, they got the Wolfpack chat going on.
It's great to see this energy from the crowd out there.
The energy from this crowd is fantabulous. That's our word for the night, ladies and gentlemen. NC State's crowd base tonight is fantabulous here at the Raleigh Iceplex as the NC State Ice Pack take on the UNC Charlotte 49ers. If you're just joining us in right now, it is 4-2 NC State. Zach Salai alongside Logan Ward. Schwartz with a shot. Big save there by Daniel Ritter. Schwartz still can't find the man behind the net right now. Working it is number 12 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. That is Patrick Salfia. Good. I think that was some good effort there by Andrew Kristoff. Forced the offsides. Very crucial.
Very much so.
With 4:29 left to go in this second period, we'll be meeting up with Coach Jeff Wing for our second period intermission report to talk about the game so far. And then we'll be right back with the second period intermission report with adjustments and all that good stuff right here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Chris Wing now will handle it well at the blue line. Trevor Merchant now will try to win that battle. Can't do anything about that, but he did. Merchant back to Chris Wing. Wing up to Alfonsetti. Alfonsetti now will carry it in. Alfonsetti slow on the whistle. Slow but steady wins the race right there as Trevor Merchant. The puck possession stays there. Chris Wing with the shot. Good kick save there by Ritter. Looked like it was going in right there. Chris Wing will stay at the blue line. Gloves it down. And looks like player will be stopped right there. Not exactly sure why. Sam Benishevich had something in his mind right there. He was trying to force the draw to go back in that end.
Looks like that'll be on number 67 out there.
I'm not sure if that'll be a penalty, but I do think that something happened right there. Waiting for the draw right now is Tyler Alfonsetti, but doing good so far in draws as he wins another one right there. Chris Wing will send it flying back in. Handled weather by UNC Charlotte now, number 74. That would be, I believe it's Thomas Gilmartin. A very big guy for UNC Charlotte with a big pad save there by Daniel Ritter. Daniel Ritter looks to be very tall in net. Looks to be at least 6'1". Not sure about the size, but we'll get back to you on that as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Sent flying back in with speed. Looks to be number 9. We have it in the booth right now as number 9 is Andrew Miller. And not entirely sure, but we will get back to you on that number because that player does have a lot of speed, and Andrew Miller does have 25 assists on the season so far. So we'll continue to work at it. Alfonsetti over to Merchant. Merchant with Dewey, and they're trying to spring a 2-on-1. Can't do anything, but Dewey over to Merchant. Stick lifted right there by Thomas Gilmartin. Good play. Alfonsetti still in the zone. Works around 2 men. That was a trip. No call on the play. Merchant will send it flying. Puck touched. Coach Gazilla looks furious right now. Rushed him back in by number 9 for UNC Charlotte. UNC Charlotte will work it behind and through the legs. With the shot again there is Eric Webb. My apologies. The fans right now are actually getting a bit rowdy against the refs, it seems. 4-2 here for the NC State Ice Pack. A lot of things going on in the ice right now. A lot of good things for NC State. They're taking the advantage right now. Puck again handled by the UNC Charlotte 49ers, but Logan, NC State, this period, what has gone on for them?
They've been aggressive. They've been taking a chance. They've given up those 2 goals, which could be detrimental in the long run, but overall their quality of play has been really good.
Lensmeyer on the break. Lensmeyer just wide. Great chance right there for Ryan Lensmeyer on the breakaway. Puck's in flying out. Ref took a knee right there. Try to avoid the puck, and he avoids it. Looks healthy, looks happy, smiling, laughing. Great for the ref.
No, but as I was saying, NC State just taking great chances right there. They're getting a lot of quality shots on goal. Managed to keep their lead steady despite everything.
The lead steady, that's a very important term right now, is keeping it steady. If NC State can maintain, they will win this game. Carried back in there right now, that is Chase Weirden. Weirden, looks like Josh Cannon got the easy save. Will hang on to that puck. Josh Cannon, he really needs to slow down his game a little bit.
Very much so.
That's the problem with goaltenders a lot, is that when you get a lot of shots thrown at you, you get a little bit flustered. But tonight he's been making some decent saves while flustered, and that's the most important aspect of the game. As Eric Todd will not win the draw, taken back in. Fanning on it was number 15. That was Greg Driscoll. That was a great opportunity. There was no one defending that NC State slot, and they found an opening, just fan on the shot.
Notice the refs taking a look at the net right now. It looked a little loose to them. NC State's defense just continuing to play very well right there, taking some of the pressure off Cannon, trying to fill in at that starting goalie role tonight.
Koeklenberg tried to take it away, couldn't get it out. Scoville at the point waiting for that puck. Slowly working at it again. That was Chase Reardon. Reardon fighting with Todd. Todd will win that battle. Banashevitz, that was Jimenez. I saw that too. I thought that was Banashevitz. My bad. Jimenez now will slowly work at it. Jimenez now will spring up Sam Banashevitz. And Sam was offside right there. Sam knew that, and he seems to be upset about that, but players got to move on from that. But in general, offsides, how do these players got to figure out their positioning, Logan?
They've just got to stay aware of everything going on. They've got to keep their eyes on the defenders at all times, make sure that they're not past those guys so that they don't draw the offsides penalty call.
Eric Todd now. Eric Todd will win the draw. Cam Mazikowski sent flying back out. There's Luis Jimenez. Slowly working at his number 12 for the 49ers. Puck went in offside. That was Patrick Salfin. With 1:02 left to go in this second period. Fans are very happy here tonight. We have a lot of fans here. Tonight, we have good attendance. I can't give you specific numbers because probably the ACHA website would give us those, and we can't trust that website anyway. But tonight, really, again, I can't stress enough the importance of this fan base here for the NC State Ice Pack. It is definitely one of the best things that we have seen for a club sport in some time. You go to other club sport games, not a lot of fans there. But tonight, what can you say about the fan base?
No, you see the fans, they're interested, they're invested in this game. They're probably making, I can't say for certain, but they're making an impact on this game with their cheering, just being here to support these guys out here on the ice.
It's definitely more of a positive thing to have fans here, and it's definitely one of the best things that you can have. Off the drawing right there, NC State will take it. Jimenez now with a minute left to go in this period. Hudson works over to Jimenez on the power play right now, and they will try to work to clear it. Eric Todd behind the net. Eric Todd can't find a man. Mazikowski now will handle it. Cam Mazikowski will try to spring Hudson, who is not offside. Hudson now will carry it in. They set up. Hudson now behind the net. Hudson will work at it. With another hand raised, this will be a 5-on-3 for NC State. Jimenez with the shot blocked. Slowly working at it. Looks to be Eric Todd. Todd will take a clap bomb just wide. Hudson beats a man in front of the net. Dewey! Big save there by Daniel Ritter. And NC State will go on the 5-on-3 heading into the third period.
You'll notice they actually pull Cannon right there in the back of this backside of everything to get that extra man, that extra little bit of advantage. Try to get every little bit more that they can get on offense out of these guys.
Definitely very important here with 13.3 left to go in this second period. Zach Salaya alongside Logan Ward. It's definitely a great night for hockey here for the NC State Ice Pack. We are very honored to be here tonight. We would like to thank all the people at PackTV for allowing us tonight to be able to have the honor of calling this game. It's definitely one of the things that, you know, people look up to and really just admire and honor, and it's just something we would like to thank a lot of people for, starting off with our director, OJ Manaza, and
Absolutely.
going back even to one of our upper managers in Logan Sims. Two guys we want to shout out tonight. Two very important guys in the development of our careers here at the PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Davis Hudson now over to Cam Mazikowski. Final shot for the period just goes over the glove of Daniel Ritter, and that does it. 4-2 NC State. We'll be back soon for an interview with Coach Jeff Wing right here on PackTV. 4-2 NC State at the Raleigh Iceplex. Zach Sawaya alongside Logan Ward here for PackTV as we bring you into the NC State Ice Pack. Live here from the Cool Ventures press box here at the Raleigh Iceplex as the NC State Ice Pack takes on the UNC Charlotte 49ers, Zach Sawai, alongside Logan Ward here. Now, Logan, this was a great period for NC State. Got 2 goals on the power play, did a fantastic job of effort, also gave up 2, but now they will go into this period on the 5-on-3. Logan, what do they have to do to capitalize on these opportunities?
They just got to keep taking those opportunities. As the penalties keep coming, they've got to stay focused, they got to stay collected, and they've got to keep scoring when the opportunities present themselves.
We talked a lot about Josh Cannon in general, about being one of the more solid backups. Josh Cannon looking a little bit flustered tonight, gave up those 2 goals. What does Josh Cannon need to do to settle back down?
He's just got to keep his body positioning correct. He's got to make sure that he's staying in front of the puck. He's got to make sure that he's getting those easy saves. It's a mentality thing. You just got to keep doing what you're doing.
Sam Beneshev doing a lot of good tic-tac-toe plays right there with Luis Jimenez. Got that power play goal. An outstanding job right there by them. So what do you see between the dynamic duo of them?
They're taking every opportunity they got. They're staying aggressive, basically, is what I'm trying to say. With Sam getting all those goals, making sure that he's getting every shot and making everything count, and Luis just staying quick, getting those opportunities for him.
All right, Logan, thank you for your insight. We'll be right back with Coach Jeff Wing right here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Zach Soy alongside the great Poppy man himself, Coach Jeff Wing here. Now, Coach, beautiful flower right there. Could you just kind of walk us through what it symbolizes?
Yeah, so for those of you who may not know, it's a poem written by a Canadian officer in World War II, World War I, on Flanders Field, the poppies grow amongst the tombstones row by row. So it's an homage to soldiers that have given the ultimate sacrifice.
That's a beautiful story, Coach. Now, also what's a beautiful story, you guys are up 4-2 heading into the 3rd period, especially on the power play as well. Power play has been sort of a weird area for your team as of late, especially in the previous game as against UVA, Wake Forest. It's definitely not been your strongest asset. What has been said in the past week to help you guys get those power play goals tonight?
Well, what we're looking for is the lane. So basically where the penalty kill is going to do is get into a box, then in a dime, and it'll rotate back and forth depending on where the puck is. What you want to do is you want to get to one of those seams quickly, get a shot off quickly before they adjust to that change. So that's really the biggest thing we're trying to focus on in the power play.
Definitely. NC State has been doing a better job of getting off shots tonight as well. Coach Gazzillo has been talking a lot about not capitalizing on opportunities, but you guys have done a very good job about getting those good opportunities and cycling the puck. What has been said by Coach Gazzillo and by yourself heading into this game about capitalizing on these opportunities?
Just exactly like you said. I mean, the one thing I don't think we're doing as good as we could be is we're getting a great first shot off, but we're not necessarily there for the rebounds that we're giving up. So I think in the 3rd period, what we're going to try to do is get shots maybe a little bit low and then get the rebounds as well and get a few of those goals too.
It's been a battle of the goaltenders here tonight between Daniel Ritter and Josh Cannon. What can you speak about Josh Cannon and his play tonight?
You know, I think he's dialed in. You know, he was kind of telling the guys in between the 1st and 2nd period that he didn't see a shot because he felt screened, but he got himself in the right position and the puck hit him. And if you hear people talk about goaltending, that's what you want to do, be in position. So even if you can't see the puck, it hits you anyway. And Josh is he's getting the ones that he can see, and he's put himself in position for the ones that he doesn't. So he's looking really good.
Josh Cannon as well. He's been seeing that puck very well through that I-40 traffic, as I called it on the broadcast. 5 o'clock rush hour. But Josh Cannon's done a good job of tracking the puck, but so has Daniel Ritter. He's been doing a good job tonight. So how has your team been able to crack him so far?
You know, I think it's just really good shots. I mean, like I said earlier, I think we're sniping some good shots on them. I think the one we're not doing is making him work a little harder for those rebounds. And he's letting a few rebounds up. I think we can even get a couple more if we get to the front of the net quickly.
Sam and Luis have done a great job, as always. What can you speak on their play tonight, especially that tic-tac-toe goal that Luis got? Almost popped the bottle on Daniel Ritter.
Yeah, it almost looked like hockey.
Now, Coach, before we head into the final commercial break before the 2nd period, what are your adjustments for your team?
You know, I think the only adjustment we've got to do is try to stay out of the box. I mean, if any people are watching, we're just not getting a rhythm because it's a parade to the penalty box. A little bit more on our side, but they're getting some too. So you never get your lines into a rhythm when that happens. So we're going to try to stay out of the box, get a little disciplined, and just get shots on net.
NC State going on a 5-on-3 to start out this 3rd period. Thank you, Coach Wing, for this interview. Zach Sawai here for PackTV. As we bring you into the Ice Pack, we will see you soon for the 3rd and final period. great evening for hockey here in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Iceplex as the North Carolina State Wolfpack take on the ice as they prepare to face the UNC Charlotte 49ers for this third and final period today. Zach Salai alongside Logan Ward. Very excited to bring you live coverage of tonight's game. Logan, how's it been tonight for yourself?
It's been fantastic, you know, get a good chance to see some really good hockey, honestly. Both teams playing really aggressively. It's a great game to be here for.
Now, it's also the season for, well, sickness. So everybody, if you're listening tonight, please stay healthy. Some of the players in this team have caught the bug. Definitely very important to stay healthy, especially for these guys out there tonight, because going down any amount of players is going to be detrimental to the team's success. So what does the team have to do to fill in these holes of some of the players that are not here tonight? Players like Eric Johnston, who's been the normal third-line center for this team, out tonight with the sickness.
I think you just got to count on your guys behind them to step up and be able to make the plays in their place as a starter. So, like, say for the goalie, you got Josh Cannon stepping up for the goalie, or you've got any player down, you have to just be able to count on his backup to come in and make plays like you would expect a starter to play.
Very good interview so far with Coach Jeff Wing during that second period intermission. Learned a lot about the semblance between with that red poppy seed flower. And today, you know, being Veterans Day in general, we would like to pay homage to all of the, you know, American veterans who fought for our lives to make sure that we're able to be here tonight.
Absolutely.
Be able to bring you this live coverage of this game and be free people in the United States of America. It's definitely something we always need to keep in mind as we go about our day here.
Indeed.
Right now, as we await puck drop, as we talked about plenty during that second period intermission report, NC State will be going on the 5-on-3. Coach Gazzillo making some last-minute tweaks to the power play unit right there. This could be a very, very lethal power play if they step it up. Josh Cannon right now waiting. Looks like there's some trouble with the crease right there. A little bit of extra snow. Ref clearing it out with his skate.
Both schools' basketball programs had games tonight, by the way. Just a little bit of more news on that. NC State getting the win versus VMI 102-67, while Charlotte beat Methodist 116-76.
That's actually kind of interesting. My friend actually plays for Methodist. I went to high school with him.
Well, there you go.
He might be a little bit upset tonight. But all in all, definitely good to hear about other sports tonight, but they're really having trouble with that crease right now. Trying to figure out what's going on right there.
Can't really tell what's going on down there from here.
Now, as we await, we might as well talk about the backyard brawl, something we are very excited about tonight, and especially coming up on November 20th at 7 p.m. against the UNC Chapel Hill Tar Heels. I have decided it is the Chapel Hill Tar Heels, not the Charlotte Tar Heels. Don't listen to me. I cannot talk tonight. John Cochlenberg talking to somebody in the stands right now. A lot going on right now. As the kids would say, it's getting lit right now. But in general, about the backyard brawl, you got to come to that. We're trying to fill the lower bowl. It's going to be a fantastic game. Seeing these two teams face it off against the biggest arena that we have here, the PNC Arena. Going to be a great match. 7 p.m. start time. A lot of fun, a lot of good things going on right there. A lot of local shops setting up there as well. Going to be great for this NC State club team.
Absolutely, and you got to take note that it is such a rivalry game between these two schools with the Tar Heels and the Wolfpack.
So be sure if you're watching this broadcast tonight, you have any friends that are interested in hockey even remotely and interested in either NC State or the UNC Chapel Hill Tar Heels, be sure to let them know to either tune in or come to the game. We're trying to fill that lower bowl here. That's definitely going to be a very exciting moment if we can get that done. The support for club hockey is definitely one of the better things that we have here. Eric Todd now. Eric Todd will lose that draw right there to one of the Charlotte players. Cam Mazakowski now will carry it in. Across the blue line, Cam Mazakowski now at the point. Sends it flying over to Hudson. Hudson in the corner, Jimenez. Jimenez will handle it to Hudson. Hudson, nice tip right there by what I think is Andrew Miller. Todd now. Hudson Hudson tried to make a pass to Jimenez. Jimenez couldn't find it. Todd behind the net. Almost loses control. Todd regains control. Hudson working at it. Todd with the shot. Off the pad of Daniel Ritter. Puck goes out of play. Still a 5-on-3. No time is on the scoreboard right now. We're waiting for that to see what happens. As right now, Sam Benishevitz handles it. Benishevitz over to Mazikowski. Mazikowski over to Jimenez with a shot! Just wide of Daniel Ritter. Almost had it right there. Eric Todd now still working at it. Todd to the front. Can't get anything done right there. UNC Charlotte will try to clear it out. Still not done. Davis Hudson now will handle it to Eric Todd. Eric Todd with the shot. Save! Sam Benishevitz tried to get the rebound, couldn't get it done right there. Luis Jimenez tried to get it. Still cannot get it. Cam Mazikowski will handle it. Carries it back in. Sam Benishevitz still at the high slot. Davis Hudson now. Hudson now will work at it. Benishevitz. Benishevitz over to Jimenez. Jimenez will work it. Jimenez with a pass block right there. One man has come back on for the UNC Charlotte. Jimenez now. Power move. Jimenez to the front. What a save there by Daniel Ritter. Skating circles with the finesse with the Chef Boyardee sauce. The puck went in. I'm not entirely certain. Sam Benishevitz was celebrating. We don't know what happened. From what we saw up here, Daniel Ritter made the save. The refs are going to talk about this. We are not certain what happened. If that is a goal, it looks like it'll go to Jimenez.
Looked like the puck kind of got lost there in a pile of bodies. Didn't see what happened to it there.
Jimenez, my bad, will be taking a penalty shot. This is something we don't see very often here.
No, not at all.
Sam Benishevitz. A play that'll define the third period. And here he goes. Sam Benishevitz scores! Sam Benishevitz with the hat trick. Hats flying everywhere. Unbelievable forehand to backhand move there by Sam Benishevitz. 5-2 on the penalty shot.
It's a fantastic play right there. He managed to psych out the goalie, get it, just slip it right past him.
Sam Benishevitz.
Fans, you can audibly hear them excited about the game tonight.
This Iceplex is rocking tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable effort going on. Puck is chipped out there by Alex Vedetta with 18:09 left to go. Looks to be a running clock right now. 5-2 NC State Ice Pack. They are in control of this game, beating the 7-3-1 UNC Charlotte 49ers. Zach Sawaya alongside Logan Ward here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Great job tonight being done so far by NC State. Sam Benishevitz, dominant per usual. What a great job by NC State's captain.
I mean, absolutely. There's not much more to be said. He's been doing a fantastic job in all facets tonight.
I talk a lot. I can't talk much more about that. Sam Benishevitz is just self-explanatory. Unbelievable job right there. Waiting again. There's been a lot of pauses tonight looking at the draws. They've been trying to decide what has been going on. They figure it out. Trevor Merchant now will carry it. Hayden Dewey. Hayden Dewey to Trevor Merchant. Merchant still couldn't get it. Back to Vedetta. Vedetta couldn't clear it. But Vedetta will get it back up to Merchant. Merchant will try to make a spring pass to Alfonzetti. Couldn't get it. Alfonzetti will still get it. Alfonzetti sends it flying up to Dewey. Dewey will spring an open man. Can't get to it. Clung on there by the UNC Charlotte player.
No, and you'll notice UNC Charlotte still trying to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to get that opportunity to get another goal, try to make this game a little bit more manageable.
Carried back in there by Hayden Dewey, couldn't get it out. UNC Charlotte still tries to hang on to it, and they do. They will rush it in. UNC Charlotte handles it in the high slot. Stopped there by Hayden Dewey. Hayden Dewey can't get it out. Shot taken. Blocked there by Rushford. Good net front presence. Trevor Merchant still tries to work at it. And the puck stays in the neutral zone. Not for long. Hayden Dewey and Matt Costigan had a little thing going on right there trying to make sure this play happened. To the front. Nothing going on right there with the shot again, just over the boards. Josh Cannon did not get a piece of that one. Not exactly sure what happened. Again with the shot, Josh Cannon cherry picking. 16:49 left to go.
Just a fantastic save there again by Josh Cannon. Making saves all night. Another glove save right there. Spectacular, just all-around play by Cannon tonight. Charlotte's aggressiveness definitely picking up here in the third period now, trying desperately to claw their way back into the game. It's another save by Josh Cannon there. So the Pack defense remains stout all night long.
Stout is a very interesting word to describe that as well. Not a word I have in my repertoire. I have it now. Cannon makes the save on a great shot there by what looks to be Andrew Miller. That's the player that I couldn't figure out on the stat sheet. We're calling number 9 Andrew Miller right now. We could be drastically wrong, and if that's the case, I've been calling that name wrong the entire game. Josh Cannon with the initial stop right there, carrying it in right now. Josh Cannon couldn't find anything.
Whatever problems that Cannon was having in the second period, he looks to have fixed them early in the third period, and you can hope that kind of sticks with him for the entire rest of the period as he finishes this game out.
Icing right now on the NC State Ice Pack with 16:23 left to go. Post-game show will involve a talk with Coach Mike Azil and a player of the game for PackTV, which will be chosen very shortly here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack here. NC State adorning the beautiful black, red, and white jerseys tonight. Definitely one of the jerseys that are defining of the NC State culture here for hockey. Something that all guys want to see on the ice. To the front, and a big save there by Josh Cannon. Good blocker stop, great positioning with the speed now. Lensmeyer will try to fight Hudson, can't do it. Lensmeyer went for the pass for Hudson. Kristoff was the open man, didn't see him there, didn't get the puck to him. Rushing in, great power move to the front of the net, he shoots, big save, and they score. The player that I can't name right now, we're going to say it's Andrew Miller, got the goal right there. 5-3, NC State.
Miller there just absolutely used his fantastic, puck handling there, I guess would be the term. Managed to slip right past the defenders, get a perfect shot on goal. Not much that Cannon can really do about that one. Just slipped it right in there.
He's a huge body, too. Really solid power move to the front of the net and good stick handling skills all around. Game is now 5-3 NC State. You can't stop them all. This game was going to be hard from the get-go. NC State still doing a great job, though. Costigan working at it. Costigan sends it flying into behind the net, so couldn't get there. Mazakowski now with the shot swallowed whole by Ritter.
Despite the fact that they've scored 5 goals, I can't say it enough. Ritter really has done a good job. He's done the best with what he can. NC State has just been relentless with their barrage of shots all night long.
Off the draw there. Won by Trevor Merchant, carried back out with the UNC Charlotte. That's Jerry Maragno. That's a cool name. Schwartz now. Schwartz work at it. Schwartz with the shot. No one knows where it went. Trevor Merchant found it, tried to ship it in front. Schwartz, fans on it. And the high slot. He almost had that shot right there. Sent back, intercepted by Maragno. I'd really like to say that name. Mazakowski using his big body and long stick to try to get there. Maragno checked down there by Schwartz and sent flying back to John Copelandberg. A little bit of a tussle. Oh, Cam Mazakowski got in some extras right there. Players coming in. Big fights going on. John Copelandberg really got in there.
Hate to see them using their sticks to fight, by the way. Just completely unnecessary.
Players are really angry right now, especially that UNC Charlotte player. They're going to give the penalty to the UNC Charlotte player and John Copelandberg as well. No, actually, they won't. They're kicking out the UNC Charlotte player.
Looks like they're going to be giving him an ejection on the play.
That is a number we actually don't have. Fans are really letting him have it.
Looks like they'll be ejecting Kokenberg as well, actually, as they escort him off the ice.
Giving some high fives right there to some fans. Definitely not a good sight to see when NC State's fans are taunting, because right there's actually no locker room tunnel heading back in to the locker rooms back there. So you are open subjection from the fans. Yeah. Fans tonight are loud, they're rowdy, proud, all the words that rhyme with that. And tonight, definitely they're letting the UNC Charlotte players have it. They knew there was a penalty on that play, and they were not ashamed to tell it. Cam Mazikowski will take a seat.
Really, just a lot of the tension boiling over there. Just really, you hate to see it with them attacking each other with the equipment, because it puts a lot of players in danger, and especially with, I believe both of them landed a hit on the head with the sticks. You can't have that happen. You got to have a little bit more control over that.
Fans singing the Jeopardy song.
Refs trying to figure out what to do here in this situation after ejecting both players.
If the hockey game doesn't continue, let's just put a camera on the fans. I think they're one of the most entertaining parts of the night so far.
Absolutely. Definitely have a presence here tonight, making their presence known.
Still not entirely sure what's going on with 14:53 left to go, but they're taking the time, the opportunity to talk about plays. One positive thing.
The very few positives come out of that situation, honestly.
UNC Charlotte adorning the white, black, and green jerseys, significant colors of the 49ers. They're also wearing gold tonight as one of their trimming colors. Definitely a very beautiful jersey right now they have for a 7-3-1 team. Not too shabby. NC State doing a fairly significant job tonight of just really pressuring the puck, really getting solid opportunities. All around, this has been one of NC State's better games this season so far, just in terms of overall effort.
Very much so. You got to be proud with how things are turning out thus far, but you still got to stay aggressive. You still got to play the rest of the game out. You still got around 15 minutes left. You got to make sure that they don't score on you twice, even up the score. You just got to keep out ahead of them at every step of the way.
Still trying to figure out what's going on.
Looks like a Charlotte player will be sent to the penalty box alongside one of the Wolfpack's own.
Cam Mazikowski, we know for sure, is in the box. If I'm seeing that correctly, that is 13, if my eyes are not mistaken. So sitting in the box for UNC Charlotte is Max MacArthur, who has 3 goals and an assist tonight. Well, in the season so far. Sam Banashevitz messing with some of the more loud and proud fans right now for the NC State Ice Pack. So far, it is 5-3. Matching penalties for Cam Mazikowski and for Max MacArthur. 2 minutes each. We'll go on the 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. We'll see what happens here. Carry back in now. Sent flying wide there. Banashevitz checked down. Not offside as UNC Charlotte. Carrying it back in. That's McCoy. McCoy with the backhander just wide cannon. Banashevitz now will send it flying up to Jimenez. Jimenez loses control. Almost had a breakaway right there. Carried back in by number 9, Andrew Miller. Miller now carrying it back in. Miller couldn't get it. On the nice wraparound chance, Chris Wing now. Send it flying up to Jimenez. Now there is Matt McCoy. McCoy sent it flying into the corner. Now Davis Hudson now has the chance to control it. Settle it down there. Sent it flying across there to Chris Wing. Chris Wing sent it up to, again, to Davis Hudson. Just a little bit of a solid passing play. Nothing too much. Sam Banashevitz now will carry it back in. A little power move right there. Just sends it flying in to Daniel Ritter. And will make the save. 14:04 left to go in this third period.
NC State Ice Pack definitely making an impact tonight. Skating all over the place with their impeccable speed, really just taking advantage of every opportunity provided to them, whether that be on the offense or defensive side of things. Goalie play has impacted basically every facet on both sides of the ice. Really just an impressive game, impressive showing by both teams.
Looking at it now, Vedetta with the shot just behind the net of Daniel Ritter. Kristoff really fighting for that puck again, one of the grinding players that we all love to see on this team. Working at again now is UNC Charlotte. Charlotte up the sideboards. Finds Vedetta. Rushford now works at it. Rushford slowly up. Rushford through the neutral zone, across the red line and blue line. Andrew Kristoff will now get that puck to Rushford in front. Ritter made the save. What a great save.
It's a really impressive save, especially with people falling all down around him.
Rushford still looking for his first of the season. That was just, you couldn't really stop that shot. And he did. That was just an unbelievable save. I can't really say much more about that. What about you, Logan?
Not much really more to say about it. Looks like they may actually be... No call on the ice. Looks like... So, thought for a moment that it looked like they may be calling something on Charlotte.
They sent an extra man on. They thought the power play was over, but it was not. In front of the net, Lensmeyer got elbowed in the head by one of the UNC Charlotte players. No call on that. That was Riley Scoville.
Continuing to see the aggressive play from both sides. Both of them just very physical.
Working at it now. Charlotte scores! What a shot! 5-4 on a shot by what looks to be a player that we do not have on our stat sheet. But what a shot, nonetheless, by that shot. I don't know how to describe that. What about you, Logan?
Just a fantastic shot. He flipped it in right past. He hit the top of the net. Just really made a great play there. Took advantage of an opportunity that was presented to them.
These are the times where I get really frustrated at the ACHA website for not giving me an updated roster. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward here. As the NC State Ice Pack lead the Charlotte 49ers 5-4. Hayden Dewey will rush it back in. Hayden Dewey. Merchant could not stay on side. One of the two. You know, if I could talk, that would be better. But, you know, it's been a long day.
Absolutely.
A lot of great things going on. This game in general has just got me very hyped up. It's been a lot of good stuff going on tonight. There's not really much I can say in general about that. And it's just, this game has just left me speechless in many different aspects. NC State's effort has been unmatched. Sam Benishevitz is just being Sam Benishevitz. Overall, this team has just wowed me. But UNC Charlotte now will still try to work at it. Sent flying back up there by one of the UNC Charlotte players. Working behind the boards right now, that is going to be, yet again, another player not on my stat sheet.
I think at this point you really got to worry about the mindset that Josh Cannon's got to be in because, you know, giving up those 4 goals despite the awesome play, everyone else scoring the goals.
At this point, I really need to worry about my source for all my stats. Trevor Merchant now will try to rush it back up into the neutral zone. Can't find anything there. That player I know, that's Matt McCoy. Not offsides. Hayden Dewey now will control it. Hayden Dewey to the front of the net. Hayden Dewey now behind the net with Trevor Merchant. Dewey will try to do the wraparound. Big save there by Ritter. In front, there's Merchant. Merchant couldn't get a shot off. There's a lot of physicality going on out in front. Held right now. That was a high stick, and the play will not be stopped because NC State did not touch that. But Cam Mazikowski will rush it back in. Mazikowski with the shot just behind the boards. Good opportunity there. Mazikowski slides in. No call there. Hayden Dewey now will chip it behind the boards right now, looking for the open man behind the net. Trevor Merchant now will work at it, fighting with what looks to be number 12 for the UNC Charlotte 49ers. That was Patrick Salfia. Mazikowski now behind the net. Mazikowski will work it behind the net slowly. Checked scarily, not a boarding call necessarily, but that was scary nonetheless. Sent flying wide. Mazikowski there to control it. Mazikowski's tried to make a pass to Rushford, couldn't make it. Rushford will send it up past the neutral zone. Heading in there, that's Salfia, rather. Cam Mazikowski, a player to watch once again. Very towering, 6'4", scary defenseman. There's Matt McCoy. McCoy over to Salfia. Salfia with the shot blocked there by Rushford. He just stood there. Was like, oh, hey, there's the puck. Go get it. Good point right there by Ellis Rushford, noticing where that puck was on the ice.
Seemed rather nonchalant as he just kind of took it.
Well, at the end of their shift, players definitely do get a little bit more lax on the ice. They realize that they're about to get off, get some fresh bodies on the ice. Right now, heading it back up. There's UNC Charlotte again. Banashevitz with the interception. We'll send it up to Jimenez. Jimenez with the move, with the sauce. Big pass save there by Daniel Ritter. What a move right there.
It's absolutely fantastic. Just managed to fit it right between his opponent's legs and keep his momentum going. That's something else. He didn't stop right there. He kept going, kept his motion continuing, and managed to get that shot on goal despite the save.
There are just great opportunities all around by this NC State team, and Luis Jimenez again leading the one-man show as Eric Todd going to take the draw. He will not win that. It was won there by Greg Driscoff.
No, going back to Jimenez, I mean, that's really what you can expect from a player of that caliber in terms of leading the team in both assists and points scored total.
Sam Banashevitz, who has a hat trick in this game, sent flying back up there. A little bit of a slip right there. Chris Wing now continues to handle it. Chris Wing over to Sam Banashevitz. Sam Banashevitz now will send it up to Todd. Todd will send it flying back up. This will not be an icing. It will be. My apologies. That was cleared in. It looks like to be a UNC Charlotte player. Puck will be sent back into the UNC Charlotte end, 5-4, NC State.
Oh, great game thus far. Honestly, I'm left speechless by everything.
You know, that's what happens. Sometimes things in general are so great, you can't really say a lot about it. That's something to talk about right there. Luis Jimenez again with the shot.
Great
Daniel
glove save.
Ritter. It's a battle of Luis Jimenez and Daniel Ritter right now. Beautiful shot opportunity right there as we go back in for the draw. Eric Todd. Eric Todd will take this draw and will lose it against Greg Driscoff. Todd trying to handle that puck, still couldn't get it, sent flying back in. Chris Wing now will handle it at the neutral zone face-off dots. Working at it now.
Charlotte defense has definitely stepped up its play in this third period, allowing very little scoring chances, and when they do,
Puck sent flying out, actually hit the backup goaltender of UNC Charlotte in the head. That was Daniel Tolland who got hit in the head. Puck was sent flying out. There's no meshing right there because no one would ever think the puck would hit that side, but you can see the black marks on the backboard right there. Definitely interesting. With 5-4 left to go is 9:03 time, 5-4 the score. Zach Salai alongside Logan Ward here for PackTV as we bring you into the ice pack. Chris Wing now will head it back. Chris Wing over to Davis Hudson. Hudson will get it just in time. Not offside right there as UNC Charlotte has the puck in on the breakaway and he shoots just over the net of Josh Cannon. What a shot right there. No one saw where that puck went, but that player from the UNC Charlotte had eyes.
you have to hold your breath every single time you see those sort of
And it's tipped in front of the net. Andrew Miller gets his 7th of the year. 5-5 now. We are at a tie with 8:31 left to go in this third period.
Josh Cannon started off the game very well, but in this third period especially, you've just seen somewhat of a collapse in all honesty.
Coach Gazzillo is not a fan of goalie changes. But you can see Josh Cannon looking at the bench right now, and Ian Hutchison is even looking at Coach Mike Gazzillo to talk about a possible change.
We have to consider it, especially at this point in the game.
These NC State fans tonight are a little bit disappointed, but all in all, they still seem to be in good spirits.
Seem to be holding their breath, though, just trying to see what's yet to come for this team.
It's one of those games. Trevor Merchant now. Merchant now over to Dewey. Dewey to Merchant. Merchant has it. Merchant will send it back to Rushford. Rushford will keep it in with his skate. Dewey with the shot pad save there by Daniel Ritter. Hayden Dewey now will try to hang on to it. Ellis Rushford now. Rushford will send it up. Stopped right there by number 5. That's going to be James Dinkler. Sent flying back out there with a shot again by Miller. Puck sent flying wide. Hayden Dewey right now. Hayden Dewey controls it. Dewey, that's all his. Trevor Merchant. Trevor Merchant now will hang on to it. Cam Azikowski. And there will be a penalty. It looks to be boarding on the UNC Charlotte player. I believe that is Jeremy Maragno. Looks to be an interference call.
Looks as though he was jawing a little bit too much with the ref, in all honesty. He was talking to the ref as they were going up. See the ref, looked like he had enough. Sends him to the penalty box. No, when you're upset with the ref, you can't let it get to that point where you draw a penalty, honestly, because it sends your team down a man, and especially at this point in the game, that could be detrimental to the final score.
Classic rock being played right now over the Iceplex speakers right now. 5-5 tie here as NC State takes on the Charlotte 49ers. Zach Solai alongside Logan Ward here. Davis Hudson got that puck out. Luis Jimenez is back to carry it. Jimenez on this power play right now. Cam Mazikowski running a rush play. Mazikowski now will send it back in. Banashevitz not offside. Banashevitz with the toe drag with the shot. Big save there by Ritter with the rebound behind the net. Did it go in? No, it didn't. The play was stopped just before the puck went in, if it went in at all. It was on the goal line. That is a frustrating play for NC State players and fans alike. Not sure if that'll be a goal. We'll find out as soon as we find out. There's a mess in front of the net right now. But that was a good shot.
Yes, indeed. A lot of players really going down there. Want to try to keep action like that away from the goalie if you're a referee. Looks like they're going to call that a no goal.
Eric Todd will still take the face-off for NC State. If he can win it, they can start something right here. He will not win it. Carried it back in. And this will be icing, but if Josh Cannon went to play it, so it will not be an icing. Cam Mazikowski now handles it to Luis Jimenez. Jimenez now will slowly work at it. Still on the power play here is NC State, 5-5 here. Big hit there on Davis Hudson, seems to be okay. Jimenez working at it slowly now. Jimenez sends it flying to the front of the net, and another penalty is called. A cross-checking call, and what looks to be number 15 for the Charlotte 49ers. That is going to be Dreg Driscoll, and NC State. Another defining 5-on-3 power play. Did not capitalize on the first one. This is really important.
Yeah, they have to take the advantage of this right now. Game being tied, only 6 minutes and 29 seconds left in the game. You have to take advantage of this.
Coach Gazilla will utilize his timeout here. Definitely very interesting. What's amazing to watch and kind of learn about, at least I observed this when I was in Charlottesville, Virginia for the game. Coach called the timeout, but Sam Banashevitz led the timeout. Did a very good job of pressuring and keeping that team intact. More like a pep talk to the guys. They were down by a lot of goals. But right now, Coach Gazzillo is leading the timeout, leading the charge. Both sides talking about battle plans right now.
No, and if you're NC State, you want to kind of swing the momentum back just a little bit. They've got an advantage with how many goals they've scored recently. But you have to manage to take that back and just score one more. Just one more to take that lead and hopefully keep it until the end.
This is a defining power play for NC State. If they don't score, the momentum could definitely shift over to the UNC Charlotte 49ers here. Live from the Cool Ventures press box, Zach Salaya alongside Logan Ward here on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack as always. Next game will actually be radio broadcasted in UNC Wilmington. Bit of a road trip for the guys, playing a game on the beach. I don't even know how there's ice there in the first place. But Davis Hudson now handling it on the 5-on-3. Eric Todd sending it flying across. Can't get it out in front of the net. Davis Hudson with the shot. Big save there. Banashevitz working in front of the net. Now Todd to the front, cleared. Clap bomb by the UNC Charlotte 49ers. Sent flying back out. Not an icing because it is a penalty kill for them. Cam Mazikowski will slowly move it back up. A little bit of an interesting formation here. Mazikowski trying to find an open man. Mazikowski surveying the ice. Mazikowski over to Banashevitz. Banashevitz to Mazikowski. Mazikowski to Hudson. Hudson to Banashevitz. Banashevitz with the shot. He scores! Sam Banashevitz 4 on the night so far. Call it a Wendy's 4-for-4 deal, but put Sam Banashevitz's name on it. We are up. We are tied up here At least the goalie skates are 6-5 here at NC State.
Absolutely incredible. Just every single shot that he's taken tonight has had a chance of going in. He's been making the most of every opportunity provided to him, and he puts his team on his back, getting his 4th goal of the night. I mean, only 2 goals have been scored by his team that haven't been scored by him. Proves his real value to this team, just extending his lead as the top scorer for this team.
Hearing the Wolfpack chants on this great hockey night here is definitely promising for the NC State team. Tyler Alfonsetti now will carry it. Sam Benashevitz has 4 goals in the night. He will be our player of the game. We will talk to him following the game here tonight on PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Zach Soleil alongside Logan Ward here. Definitely we're waiting on looks like there was a high sticking call against NC State. Not the penalty kind, but they batted the puck out of the air with the high stick. Still on the power play, but Logan, we were talking about earlier, if someone scores on a 5-on-3, it changes the momentum. Has the momentum changed for NC State?
They've got to play more defensively now. There's only 5 minutes left in the game, and now they have the momentum completely back on their side. It's going to leave Charlotte just kind of scrambling, looking for answers, trying to score this one last goal to give themselves even remotely a chance left in this game.
Working it now is Wing. Wing sent it flying back up behind the net right now. Hayden Dewey working at it. Hayden Dewey now. Hayden Dewey to Rushford with the kick save right there. Nice job right there. Tyler Alfonsetti now. Alfonsetti will work at it. Couldn't get anything right there. Trevor Merchant. Trevor Merchant working it at the boards. Cannot get to it now. And UNC Charlotte will get it out on a 2-on-1 play. 3-on-1 now if they hurry. Josh Cannon needs to stand tall, and the puck didn't even get to him. Josh Cannon then with the stick save, still working at it. And now Charlotte with a clap off on the point. Off the post! Holy Moses, what a post play right there. That was kind of scary, honestly. Andrew Miller with a shot goes flying high. UNC Charlotte had a chance to get this game tied up, and it hit the post. Unbelievable shot right there, though.
Looked as though about a minute before that, though, there was a player that actually made contact with Cannon in the goal there. Surprised the refs didn't call anything on that one.
With 3:57 left to go, NC State needs to hold on in order to make sure this game stays in their favor.
Pressure is definitely on Cannon at this moment. The backup goalie standing in tonight. Doing a decent job enough. His team's got the lead, and there's something to be said for that.
Handling it right now is UNC Charlotte. Now Davis Hudson controls the puck. Ryan Lensmeyer now will try to ship that puck ahead. A grad student here. Definitely one of the more interesting things. You can hear the crowd right now. It's definitely very interesting sight to see. Players thrown into the boards. Fans right now kind of banging the boards like a real hockey game here. Carried back up there by McCoy. McCoy got tripped by Webb, and they will call that. Not the penalty NC State needs to be taking right now going into the final 3 minutes of this period. Eric Webb will go off.
Audience voicing their displeasure with the referees tonight.
A lot of displeasure. A lot. UNC Charlotte now will take their time out here going into the final 3 minutes. This is a very crucial power play and penalty kill. Very crucial special teams units right now coming on the ice.
Absolutely. No, this is the pinnacle of the moment for Charlotte right now. They've got to make sure that they make something happen with this possession. They're up a player. They've got literally, they're down 1 point. They've got to make something happen. This is make it or break it time right now.
I want to give a special shout out tonight to PA announcer Wade Minter. He's actually the PA announcer for the Carolina Hurricanes here tonight, especially for the NC State hockey team. He's one of the most talented in the game by far, announcing goals as they come here. He's a guy that a lot of announcers look up to. He's got a great voice, and he does a great job servicing this team.
Absolutely.
And informs all the fans here about the different types of plays and goals and assists and all that good stuff right there. So a big shout out to him. If Wade, if you ever watch this, I gave you a shout out. Andrew Kristoff now will take the draw on this penalty kill here for NC State. McCoy now will handle it. McCoy at the point will send it back up there. Handling it now, that is Philip Arnold. Arnold behind the point now. Puck was sent cleared back out. Daniel Ritter now will handle it. 6-5 NC State. They're going to do everything they can to score. Now handling it, that working at it. That's Gilmartin. Now Mazikowski has it. Mazikowski will clear it. There's Gilmartin again. And Gilmartin gloved it down. Gilmartin will try to find Andrew Miller. He can't do it. They scored! Josh Cannon could not see it. Not a lot of people did. The puck stayed out. The puck stayed out, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Miller swore on his life that he had it. It didn't go in. Josh Cannon made the save. It looked like the puck bounced off his skate. Didn't get a lot of momentum going on right there. There's a lot of ice in the crease right now, so it's very, very likely that the snow in the crease actually stopped the momentum of the puck.
It's absolutely insane. That looked like a goal 100 times out of 100, but this one did not go in.
Talking about it now, I'd be very surprised if they gave this goal as a good one. From the angle that we had up here, it looked as if the puck bounced off the skate of Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller looks to be talking a lot right now on the ice to both teams. We're still waiting to see what goes on. We are not entirely certain up here in the Cool Ventures press box. And
they will not be counting the goal.
the play will continue. 1:28 left to go on the penalty kill here for NC State. 2:50 left to go in the entire game, unless we go to overtime here. Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward. Puck is cleared out by Davis Hudson. Great job there. Ryan Lensmeyer with the hit. Now slowly working at it right there. That is Gilmartin. From the point right there, there's Andrew Miller sends it flying over the net. Ryan Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer has it behind. Cam Mazikowski still working at it. Now there's Philip Arnold. Arnold misses it. There's McCoy now chasing that puck with a minute left to go on this penalty kill for NC State. Fans are crowding the Iceplex right now. We are all very happy to be here. Sam Benishevitz. Benishevitz now to Trevor Merchant. Trevor Merchant now. Fans on his shot. McCoy now with speed. McCoy now. Good speed right there. Merchant tried to get it. Can't get it. McCoy got on top of Merchant. No call right there. Now handled there by Salfia.
Kudos to Merchant was sticking with it right here.
Sam Benishevitz now with the tip. Send it back in. Benishevitz waiting in center ice.
Got about 20 seconds left until teams are even again.
Sam Benishevitz with the interception. Benishevitz again. Sam Benishevitz, he scores! Number 5 on the night. Sam Benishevitz cannot be stopped. It is 7-5 NC State. A short-handed goal as well.
Absolutely incredible. Like, there is absolutely insanity. That effectively puts the game away. You have to imagine that Charlotte's going to try their hardest, but you can see Ritter right now knowing that that might have been the one that sank the ship.
5 goals. It's like Pee-wee days for these guys. I'm telling you right now, this is some salt in the wound going on right now for the NC State Ice Pack. They have effectively just thrown away the game, thrown away UNC's game. This is just, I'm speechless. Yeah, I'm speechless. I don't know about you, Logan.
I completely agree. Just there's not much to say. Charlotte pulling their goalie, Ritter, by the way, trying desperately to just get one more, maybe 2 more goals if they can try.
2 goals down right now is UNC Charlotte with $1:20 left to go in this third period. This has been a wild game. Several highlight reel goals by Sam Benishevitz.
Basically all 5 of them, in all honesty. Especially that one penalty really stands out the most.
Absolutely as well. Now slowly working at it at the draw right now. Charlotte won it.
unaware of the call at the moment.
The UNC Charlotte coach looks very aggressive right now. Something is going on that he's not too happy about. Not entirely sure if it was a call by the ref or...
Looked as though they were trying to make some last-second substitutions.
I don't think they can figure out how they want to set up their system right now. That's what they're screaming about.
Seems to be some
They can't figure out what's going on. With $1:20 left to go.
They can't figure out who they want on the ice here.
Looks like they finally figured it out. They're going to try to finish this game here. The Charlotte coach looks very displeased right now. In all honesty, I don't think he should be. Charlotte has put up a great game tonight. Puck sent flying back in. This will not be an icing as it is touched. And Chris Wing now will handle it. Wing will dump it back in. Crest softly by number 16 for the UNC Charlotte. Sean Burke sent back in. It's Greg Driscoll. Sam Banashevitz looking for the all-rare double hat trick. Could possibly get tonight if they get him the puck. Puck carried in. There goes Philip Arnold. Arnold now to the zone. Shoved off there by Ellis Rushford. Unbelievable shot right there. And Banashevitz will go in. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Banashevitz has the double hat trick! Unbelievable. Sam Banashevitz. Hats go flying in the air again. This game is all but over. Unbelievable job from the NC State Ice Pack tonight.
Sam Banashevitz was just insane. The double hat trick single-handedly would have sunk Charlotte tonight.
You don't see that very often, even in professional hockey, let alone collegiate hockey. Sam Banashevitz is by far the player of our game here for PackTV as we bring you into the Ice Pack. Zach Sawaye alongside Logan Ward as we finish up this game here. Sam Banashevitz in his senior year. There's not much more to say. NC State will now be 5-4-0 here. Get another several points in the ACC-AHL standings. Get the win. Get the momentum back. Ladies and gentlemen, your NC State Ice Pack.
That will be the game there. Some aggressiveness continuing even at the...
Charlotte seems to be very upset right now, and as they should be. Their temper is just flaring right now, but all in all, their spirits are kept high. We'll be back with you shortly for a short post-game interview with between us, and then we'll do Coach Mike Gazzillo as well as Sam Banashevitz here to close off the game. Zach Sawaye alongside Logan Ward here as the team goes on for handshakes. We thank you for joining us here for PackTV Hockey. We will be back soon with third period analysis. Zach Sawaye here for PackTV alongside Logan Ward after this very enthralling game for NC State. Big words are still not enough to describe the big performance by Sam Banashevitz. 6-goal performance, a double hat trick. You don't see that very often.
No, it's very rare in any level of hockey, honestly. It's fantastic to see, though. He single-handedly put away Charlotte.
Adding on to that as well, Josh Cannon, a little bit rocky there in the third period, but all in all, he played a pretty solid game. He was there when the team needed him, but NC State's defense definitely did step up in a few areas tonight. Talk to me about the defense, Logan.
The defense did a great job. They limited the shots on Cannon. Although there were a lot of shots taken on him, they did their best to try to make it as difficult as possible for any of those shots to even get off the ground.
Now, I'm fairly certain Luis Jimenez had assists on pretty much all of those goals. Sam Banashevitz and Luis Jimenez, as you know, are the dynamic duo for NC State hockey, and you really can't mention NC State hockey without mentioning the two. The story of tonight, of course, was just Sam Banashevitz over and over again, but definitely one player we got to focus on tonight as well is some of the guys that, you know, are not getting on the score sheet as well. Andrew Kristoff, a guy that I've been watching a long time now. played a fantastic game. Logan, besides Sam Benishevitz, what was one player that you really liked tonight?
I really liked the look of Jimenez, honestly. Like, we already talked about how great he played, but just how active he was off the puck, honestly. He was active in every facet of the game, making sure that plays went smoothly and gave spacing for everybody else.
All right, well, Logan, well, thank you. That does it for our third period intermission report. We will go and talk with Sam Benishevitz first, and then we will close off tonight with the interview with Coach Mike Gazzillo. For PackTV, I'm Zach Sawai alongside Logan Ward right there. This game was a very tiring game for the players. It was fun for me to watch, but it's been a long day. Soon we will hear from Sam Benishevitz and Coach Mike Gazzillo right here on PackTV.
Hey there, I'm Logan Ward of PackTV here with Sam Benishevitz. Great game out there tonight. How did you do it? You got the double hat trick. Just how does it feel, really?
It just goes to my line mates. Honestly, I just happened to be on the scoring side of it. I just on the last part of the play, I just ripped the puck on net. Some squeaked through. Nothing really too special on any of them. They were just right opportunity, right time, and I know 6 of them. That seems kind of like a lot, but I just happened to be the puck just happened to be bouncing our way tonight, and I think our line just really, as a whole, just looked really good tonight. We were moving.
Very much so. Very much so. You guys looked incredible out there. So it was a hard-fought game, very emotional on both sides. You could tell the physicality. How do you guys keep yourselves in the game and focused on the game itself?
Well, we just kept telling ourselves, if we play with the lead, we can win the game. Obviously that makes the most sense, but if game gets tied up, if we get the next goal, we believe in ourselves that we're going to win the game. So we keep telling ourselves, it should never happen, but when we're up 5-2 with 15 minutes left and we blow a 3-goal lead, they tie it up, we look at each other on the bench, we're like, all right, next goal's ours. Yeah. We get the next one, we win the game. So I think that just kind of drives us forward and keeps us moving.
All right. Well, don't want to keep you too long here. You played a great game tonight. Much respect.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Logan Ward from PackTV. We'll be with an interview with the coach right next.
Thank you for joining us here tonight at the Raleigh Iceplex of the NCAA Ice Pack. Took on the UNC Charlotte 49ers, Zach Sawai, alongside the man himself, Coach Mike Gazzillo. Coach, this win tonight was incredibly important. You guys got that win against Wake Forest, lost against UVA, and now you got the win tonight against UNC Charlotte. Over these past few games, how does this momentum mean going forward against UNC Wilmington and, of course, the backyard brawl game?
Yeah, the guys showed a lot of resiliency tonight. This game, I don't want to take anything away from Charlotte, but, we had it, and then it got closer than it should have been, and then we had to work hard for it. So they were able to battle back. It kind of sends a message to them that they can do it. We know Wilmington's going to be a good game, and obviously the PNC game, so we're just going to have to tighten up things a little bit.
Now, Sam Benishevitz in general has been one of your most potent scorers, but in general, he's also one of your captains. On the ice and in the locker room, how does he lead by example and by action and by words?
If like in practice, if things aren't going well, he literally will come to me and say, cut this short. Okay, and then he'll get guys together and he'll lay into them a little bit, he knows what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. He's positive on the bench, when guys we don't have a bench where guys are constantly getting down on one another, but, guys do get down about things, and, he's constantly keeping it positive, and, he works hard, and, so the guys rally behind him, and, yeah, Sam's a great leader.
Now, you guys were up 5-2, eventually lost that lead, game got tied up 5-5, but before that, at least the first and second periods, you guys looked very tight defensively. What was said this past week compared to the UVA game, and just in terms of just overall tightness, knowing where you're supposed to be on the ice at the right time?
That's pretty much it. We worked on that. We talked about it, on the grease board, positioning, where we have to be, why we have to be there. More importantly than knowing where you have to be, what's your reason for being there? And I think they did a good job of that. I still think we had a little problem getting the puck out of the zone at times, especially in that third period. But, hey, we're back to practice Tuesday, and we work on it again.
Josh Cannon, of course, played tonight, did a solid job except for that third period there. But in general, what can you say about the battle of the goaltenders tonight between the UNC Charlotte goaltender and, of course, Josh Cannon?
I mean, Charlotte's goalie played well. I mean, definitely. Josh, I thought Josh had a fantastic game. I was very happy with him. And, I don't fault him for a lot of the goal. I mean, there's probably a couple that he would want back. I know one or two hit a stick or deflected in or something like that. But, I mean, he made some saves that were just outstanding. Early on, especially, he had a kick save that he made that, and that guy had an open net, and then he drove across and he snagged it, and then at the very end here when they thought they scored and he had it under him, I mean, tracks the puck well. So Josh played an awesome game.
Now, talking about momentum here, you guys started off the third period on a 5-on-3. Didn't capitalize. The momentum shifted. You guys scored again on the second 5-on-3. You guys won the game. Talking in general about special teams and momentum in general, how important was that second 5-on-3 goal?
I mean, it was really important. We took the time out and we had diagrammed what we'd worked on in the locker room between the second and third. Didn't necessarily work out for us because we were too complacent with the puck. We weren't getting shots in the net. We were waiting for things to happen, and you can't do that. And that's what we talked about on that timeout. And then they went out and they executed. So, it's good. It was a big goal for us. We really needed it, and we just kind of went from there.
The man behind the mustache, Coach Mike Gazzillo, thank you once again for being here tonight talking with us. For PackTV, I'm Zach Sawai signing off for Logan Ward as well. We thank you for allowing us to bring you tonight more into the NC State Ice Pack here on PackTV, as we will always bring you into the pack.